Artie.
How does anybody in their right mind get married these days? I'll never understand it.
Romantic Sal over there.
That's all married men say that.
What were you thinking when you got married?
I must have been on ecstasy or something.
How old were you when you got married, Sal?
26.
No.
Nobody sat you down and had a...
Yeah, my wife. She said, let's do this.
See, after listening to this show, I'll never get married.
Oh,
just from the horror
how are you even going to get close to getting married?
You have to have sex with a woman to marry her.
Me and my computer.
Are you, like, totally miserable?
She's a good mom, you know, and...
That's not the question.
Like,
how are you?
You didn't marry a mom.
No, I'm happy, but I got to live with this broad, you know.
Can I say something funny about Sal? Can I say something funny about it? Tonight, you know what Sal's doing tonight, which I am shocked at?
What?
What am I doing?
The interns are having a party at their apartment.
Right.
Sal's going. Married guys don't go to intern parties. End of sentence.
He's in love with the interns.
When the interns look like this, they don't go.
No. Are you really going to an intern party?
Nah, what are you, nuts?
He's mentoring.
I would never go to an intern party, honey. In case you're listening.
He hadn't said that he was
just going to look in through the window.
Well, he said he was thinking about going. I guess he's not.
I'm thinking about going.
He was working late tonight.
So,
one of the interns hates Sal. One of the hot chick interns. Which one? Claudia?
Kelly.
Oh,
No.
Kelly. Kelly, to me, Kelly should have won the intern beauty
Yeah, I heard you
pageant.
say that. She's hot.
I really do feel
They're all
that way.
hot. But Kelly's mad because Sal gave her a 4.
And took her out of the running.
Like she could have won. In essence,
Here's Kelly. First of all, for my money, Kelly, if it makes you feel any better, totally I thought about it. You should have won the intern beauty
Listen,
pageant.
Howard, you have some control in this.
How? It's over.
Nah, it's
I
done.
know, it's over.
He
It's done.
appointed the judges. That was his control.
she feels like Sal took $5,000 out of her pocket.
Yeah,
5, not even 1, you know.
All right, what place did you go? You gave her 4th. That's right.
4th.
So she only got $500 and an MP3 player instead of the.
Why did you do that to her, Sal?
I was a judge. I didn't do anything.
I know why.
Why?
because he's in love with
It's for
you.
your ratings, quote unquote.
No, it's because he's in love with you.
He said ratings.
It's because he's in love with you, and you won't have sex with him.
It's like
grossed out.
It's like guys in high school that pick on the girls they like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How old are you, Sal?
Why?
How old are you?
He's 36.
36.
You act like you're like 12 and a half. Like, not even. You're like a child.
That's
it's
why I'm here.
disgusting.
You know what it's about? Seriously?
What?
Sal wants you so bad.
Right.
I mean, I'm being honest with
You
you.
probably ignored him.
You probably ignored him.
No, we're like friends, too.
No, but he probably thinks he's all angry. You're a hot chick. I mean, there's no... Hands down, you should have won that interview.
Thanks, Howard.
Hands down.
You
No
certainly
question.
didn't deserve a 4.
Thanks, Robin.
The 4 is so obvious.
Yeah.
But he's pissed.
Right,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
He's pissed. You're every chick who ever rejected him, and now he's pissed.
I'm sorry about the 4.
Now let's hear the truth from you, though.
I got a question. I got a question for Sal.
You're dating Nico.
Okay, you gave her a 4, right? How come you didn't give any of the other girls a score below 8?
8s and 9s. What is that?
Here we go. You want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
There was 3 parts of the program here. You had to sing a song, which I gave you a 5 on. Your looks, I gave you a 7 on.
A 7?
Yeah.
You think she's a 7?
Yeah. Well,
He is so
7's
silly.
nice. 7's a nice number.
You think she's the 4th best looking girl in that group? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. So I gave her a 7, and then I gave her personality about a 2. So do the math. It's a 4.
You think she's the 4th best-looking chick in that group?
Yeah.
Oh, you're lying.
You kill
I
me.
think they're all beautiful. I think Kelly is beautiful.
Well, why is her personality a 2? Right. Yeah.
Because she really carries herself as somebody who is better than everybody else.
Oh, my God. Let's start, Sal. Okay, I have a good story.
Let's hear the story.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, I just want to say something. Which is fine. You're very, very confident, but it comes off a little arrogant.
I am totally arrogant, 100%.
Right.
I'm not even going to
that,
pretend.
You come off stuck up. You definitely come off as a girl who knows. Listen, no matter what I gave you, that $2,500, for the rest of your life, you're going to be taken care of. You already had won.
Oh.
You were won the second you shot out of your mother's uterus. Believe me. You are.
See, that's why he gave
You're
you
bitter, so you're angry
That's
about
not fair.
You're like a bitter old man.
It is fair. It is fair. You know what?
She's a pretty girl, so you're mad at her.
I'm not mad at her at all. I just said she's a pretty girl. I said personality was a 2.
The 4th pretty girl.
You know what? So many guys.
Tell me your story.
Here's my story about Sal. The other day, this is why Sal thinks I have an issue with, taking, what did you say, taking instruction. You know, when we get phone calls, if someone calls for Sal, I'm like, oh, Sal, you have a phone call for you. If he walks in to our back office, Kelly, I'm never here. Never tell anyone I'm here. They're doing nothing.
That's so untrue.
So I'm like, all right, Sal, you sure you don't want this call? It's so-and-so. He's like, oh, okay, I'll take that one. I'm like, oh, okay, you'll take that one. And then
Sal gets calls?
like
It was Kamal the jerky boy.
weirdos.
From weirdos.
From Kamal? From Kamal the jerky boy.
And he yells at me like a diva.
I don't yell at you.
You totally did. And he goes, you know what, Kelly, you have trouble taking direction.
what,
I'm like,
Kelly?
I don't take
Look at
direction
me.
from people who
Kelly, you
are
know
you.
what? This is radio. Get used to it. Today I just got called a fag for the 1,000th time in a year.
Well, that's because what you are.
All right, that's fine. But you know what? You don't see me crying around the hallways.
I'm not crying.
Do you think Sal will...
There you go. There's 1,001.
Do you think Sal's sexually attracted to you?
I have no idea. I don't get him. Like, what do you do here? What's your job?
Certainly not you.
Well, that wasn't my question. What do you do here for Howard Stern?
I
Writes
don't do
comedy.
anything.
Writes comedy, you do song parodies, you do prank phone calls, but yet you still run around in a purple thong as...
That's part of the comedy of the show.
That's part of it? You're furthering your career as a...
She wants to know why she got to fall. Listen to this, bro.
No, I don't.
Maybe he's got a little bit of a point there, Kelly.
Kelly, man,
Yeah,
you
I
just
take
way
offense
too
to that. I
uptight.
love walking around in thongs, too.
Kelly,
Oh, I like you, Richard. You're funny.
Kelly, the thing is, you're just way uptight. It's cool. Just relax.
Everything was cool, but
you have this attitude like you're better than
Do you think Sal shaves his chest?
he's a Guido with a gold chain. And
All right, so now you're putting down Italians.
No, I'm Italian.
You're a racist.
No, I like real
Do
Italian.
you find Sal attractive?
Real
like,
Italian sausage.
No.
Would you ever be with Sal?
No, not in a million years.
Like if
With
he was
F, marry,
nicer
kill, like we said that we would probably F you. We'd kill Sal, definitely.
I can't wait till you get married and your ass blows up like a school
Oh,
bus.
I can't wait either.
I don't think that's going to happen with her.
I can't wait.
Wow. So a lot of bad feelings
I have
after
no
the
problem with
incident.
Kelly. She's bitter. Leave it at that. What are you going to do? Another pain in the ass broad.
You have no problem. You just delineated a lot of problems.
I did. She's the one who's uptight.
Do you think Sal should get divorced?
Why not? I don't understand. Like, you're an embarrassment to your children. What are you doing? Like, you
He
run
shouldn't
around.
even see his children.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? I don't understand. Like, your poor wife. I feel for her.
Go console her. You sound just like her.
I
right
would.
now.
Like, I feel bad for her.
That's what he's doing. He would, if he's making you his wife, he's punishing you because he can't punish her.
If I made her my wife, she'd be in duct tape at the bottom of a swamp right
Yeah.
now.
Right. Just like your wife.
Hilarious. You're so good today.
I'm not trying to be good. I'm being honest.
You're a comedian today.
Just like you're a 4. I was being honest.
Practicing your stand-up? No, but then why'd you apologize to me over and over again?
I
Kelly,
didn't. I said
baby,
what?
I'm sorry. Baby, I'm
Because
sorry.
you were
Baby.
cursing me out.
Cursing you out. I go, don't talk to me. You're like, baby, it was for the rating.
Don't call the interns baby, Sal. please.
Yeah, we're interns. You're not
That's
supposed to hit on
I
us
didn't
or
wanna-
walk around with your
Never
scrotum
mind. I
hanging
can't.
out.
God forbid. Yeah. I have
don't
another
do it.
word instead of baby. I can't say it.
Have you ever pleasured yourself to the thought of her, Sal?
Be honest.
To the thought of her being stabbed in the head. Yes.
Then why do you check me out? Why are you like, hey, sexy? Like, run around, you like bump butts with me? Like, that's so weird.
Do you think I really check you out?
Remember the armpit thing and the boob thing? I'm like, Sal, you're looking at my breast?
be
You're like,
honest.
yes.
Have you ever thought about Kelly when you're wanking? To be honest.
I've thought about Kelly Osbourne. I mean,
No,
I do it
have
to
you
everybody.
ever thought about Kelly?
Of course.
Okay.
But that doesn't.
Ugh.
Listen, I don't hate. But I don't hate Kelly.
Kelly, have you ever thought about Sal?
I'm just
I'm feeling a little weak.
You're mad because she's so pretty.
I'm not mad. I'm being honest
You
about.
feel she's going to
All
hook
right.
up with a really wealthy
You
guy.
want me to be a phony? I'll be a phony. I mean,
right.
I'm being honest about a personality. I did all the math. 7 for looks. 7 is good.
She's better than a 7.
All right, according to you.
All right.
All right, 7. A 2 in personality and a 4 for the song, or whatever it was. That's it.
She did her song really well.
You know
Thanks,
what?
Robin.
Then give her the money, Robin. You're low to give her $2,500. Send her on her way. Get
Sal
out of
did
my
what he
hair.
had to do, but
Wow.
All these
It's all right.
broads are the same. That's why hookers rule.
I can't believe that these guys get so upset
I'm
with
not
girls
upset.
who come here as
It's
part of
just
their
the same.
education.
Those girls are all the same. They prance around, they walk around. All they want is cash and power.
Oh.
You throw a couple of drinks down their gullet, and they're good to go. They're all a bunch of trashy pigs.
Sal, you're a
Believe
mess.
me when
You're
I
a
tell
Wait a
you.
second.
They all
Your
are,
wife's
except
mar-
my mom and my sister.
But your wife married you. You had no money.
Oh, as soon as I passed the Sirius 7, that's when she sat me down. And
yeah,
I
that's
was
the,
at Artie's party.
The Sirius
and
7
Pace goes.
The Series 7 is the test to become a stockbroker. Now he's in.
Oh,
Now he's in as
I
a
see.
stockbroker.
Why don't you
And
go back to
he
that?
told me the story that I actually felt really bad for him, Howard. He and his wife were sitting around last week, again, begging her to have sex with him. And he said, please, honey, just come on, please, tonight. And what did she say to you about your wallet?
Oh, no. I said, no, I didn't say that. I said, what happened to what you used to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about.
The mouth.
Yeah, the mouth. And she goes, take a look at your wallet. I'm like, oh, my God. She said that. Wow. You see, look, the bottom line is this.
Wow.
You're treated like that.
Kelly's
You got
beginning to
have
feel
anger
sorry for
towards
you.
everybody.
Women, listen, I hate that. Women want cash and material items.
What do you want? Besides Richards.
Men want one or two things. I would live in a tent with a kerosene heater if I could wake up to a mouth every morning in the right spot. That's all we want, and women don't understand that. That's what it comes down to. So when you see a broad like this prancing around like a prima donna, the bottom line is that it all comes down to this. You want a couple of bucks, you want a little power, you want some material, and in turn, you're going to be a whore.
Fun. Why are you so bitter?
In return. I'm not
going to be a whore in return,
it's
Sal.
All the same.
Who are you? I don't understand. I just don't get it.
I'm telling the truth. Women are all phony broads.
What are you? You're the phoniest person I've ever met in my entire life, Sal.
I'm telling you.
You are the most insecure comedian stockbroker I've ever met in my entire life. You run around like if Howard says anything, you'll stand outside the door. You'll walk back and forth and touch your head. You don't even know what to do. You're panicked. Panic.
I'm committed to making the show good. That's why I panic.
You talk like you're the most secure person. Like, you don't know anything.
What's security have to do with this, you dumbass? This has nothing to do with security.
That's no way to have a conversation with a lady.
Wait a minute. She's not a lady.
She is too a lady.
She's an intern. Remember that.
What does me being insecure, I'm a human being, have to do with anything about relationships? Broads want cash. Guys want ass. Get it through your thick skull.
You're a pig. You're just a pig. Like, that's what you are.
Do you really think
everybody.
All guys want is sex?
Dude, why are you with Beth Ostrowski? Because she looks like Rosie O'Donnell? Dude, she's a piece of ass.
She's also not a lesbian.
Wait a second, let me say something. I've dated a few pieces of ass.
Right.
Why am I with her over some other piece of ass?
Because she's stunning.
Why else? I've had other stunning women. There's got to be more to it when you stay with a chick 5 years than just stunning.
Because
she's a nice person.
Right.
And
she
we're
talks
compatible.
A good game. She talks
You think she's talking a game?
She's been acting for 5 years?
Nothing against Beth. Every chick.
According
a good game.
Why is Sal,
Quivers?
He's got a good wallet. That's why she's still working.
Right, your wallet gets thin.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Chicks don't want phone numbers. They want bank account numbers. Beth bagged the whale with you. Believe me when I tell you. Robin Quivers.
All right, now answer me this. I'm going to buy into it, but let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
And she's not married.
Now, let me ask you this.
She's a broad. She's got the cash already. She doesn't need to get married.
Before Beth met me, she was dating a guy who's worth over $1 billion.
She knows how to play the game. I'm not surprised.
Wait a second. Why? And he wanted to marry her. Jesus. Why didn't she marry him?
She didn't think, according to Sal. I'll tell you exactly how Sal thinks.
Good-looking guy.
She couldn't keep up the act for him. There was something that really turned her off about it.
You're
That's
good.
what he would say.
All right.
Robin, is there some truth to what I say?
No.
Are you a filthy whore, Robin?
To you, it makes sense to you.
Listen to me. Men go to school. They work hard. Look, your love is radio. My love is also this as well. But the thing is that you strive to do something to be successful for yourself. A woman, her whole thing is her body. That is her college education. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
A woman's body is her college. A woman's mind is her future. When a woman bags a guy like Howard Stern, her whole commodity is staying tight, right, sleeping naked, saying that she doesn't want to get married, say she doesn't want to have kids. She's singing your song, dude. She's playing your piano. Don't you know what I'm trying to say? And she's bagging you. That's how a woman bags the whale. They sing your song. And what does a guy want? A look. That's it. And you know what? And when I get married...
And that drains your brain right out of you, right?
I have 3 kids, a mortgage, a car, a pain in the ass that tells me to take off my shoes when I get in the house, and I don't get blah, 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 blah. I'm ready to kill myself and give girls like Kelly a 4.
So get divorced. Why are you wasting her time?
Right.
Because I love my wife.
Good point.
If you're so bitter, you think we're whores, whatever, then why are you still married? Then get rid of her, make some more money, save your... That's what you said. All women are that.
You're saying... You're saying
all women. She doesn't do whorish things.
Is your wife
I do.
My wife is guaranteed not a whore. I wish she was. If she was, I'd be the happiest guy in the world.
You're making no sense now.
I am making sense. The point that I'm trying to make...
You're saying all women are whores except your wife.
No, all women are whores
Well,
until
she
they get...
stopped being one, is what
All women are whores until they get married, until they bag the whale.
So then they're still whores.
No, they whore you in, and then they're done. They put their luggage down, their asses blow up, and they start treating you like their mothers.
I'm really mad Sal's not going to the wedding.
Because he loves marriage.
He loves marriage, yeah.
My wife's a great mom. She's a beautiful lady. And
you haven't said anything about her that you like regarding you.
It's about
She's
me.
She's a great mother,
and
she looks good. But what do you
guys
like?
have in,
talking about
what do you guys have in common?
What are the 3 greatest qualities about your wife that have...
Didn't your wife tell you no oral because your wallet was too small? Is your wife a whore?
My wife's not a whore, and she...
she's an absolute prostitute. You got no money, you get no play.
She's a call girl.
Right.
The thing is this.
You're calling all women.
Just take a gun and shoot me.
I understand all the interns have a problem. A lot of the interns have a problem with you.
That's fine. Let
what's
them all
going
have
on out
Everybody
there?
has a
We're all
problem.
whores. We all have problems.
That's fine. I don't care. Let them all have a problem.
If you have a problem, come in.
You know what? Every intern came up to me after this pageant and said they're glad I gave Kelly a 4. How about that?
Oh,
I'm glad you did, too.
No, I'm
Makes
talking
for
about,
great radio.
I'm talking about the interns, Kelly. I'm not talking about you.
But I'm glad, too. Oh, we got a few of them in here, Sal. Apparently a few more people have problems.
Who wants to chime in next?
Hey, Sal.
Uh-oh.
He looks at
Sal's actually very sweet to me, I have to say, but...
You're a whore.
But?
No.
Apparently so.
About what?
Sal. Thanks, Kelly. Sal, I mean, I think maybe you shouldn't have given Kelly a 4, but you had to go with what you wanted to do. I guess, I mean, what do you think, Kelly? Like...
Well, we obviously know what I think.
We already heard what she thinks. You want to say anything, Claudia?
I wasn't going to say anything before. I was actually kind of upset, you know. I love Sal, but these things I'm hearing back there, what is going on?
I'm not talking about you.
He's angry.
You're saying women in general?
Every other woman in the world.
He's angry.
You should be shot for that. You are a horrible person.
Take me out of my misery.
That is it. We're done.
All right. Anyway, listen, it's been a while. We have to take a break.
You know, that's just the way it is.
By the way, all our beautiful interns are leaving today. This is their last
Thank God.
Ashley's last day is today.
It's my last day. But,
Okay.
Sal, I have to say I was very disappointed because I've always thought you were a great person, and
What the F did I do?
I was really surprised to hear some of the stuff when I was back there because I didn't think you were like that. I mean, I'm sure...
You're getting whacked.
Yeah.
Can I ask Sal a
You're
question?
getting crazy.
I got a question for Sal. So what's the process now? Like, do you go home and hope your wife didn't hear the show?
What's
do you go
there
home
to hear?
and
I said
do you
I-
go home and tell her a lie? Do you tell her
What's
this
there
was a joke?
What's the lie?
If you walk in the door and
What's
your
the
wife...
lie? I'm talking about
All
women
right.
and men. What's the lie? A woman wants to beg a guy with a lot of cash, and that's it.
And if your wife says to you, Sal, is that me? What do you say?
To her, without anybody around, I say, of course not.
But Sal,
How do you explain? How do you explain like my first marriage? I had no cash.
Well, right.
So what are you saying?
You think she saw potential?
I don't know what happened. You know, there are...
That broke the rule. In other
No,
words.
I don't know. I don't know.
I know lots of guys got married. They didn't have any great future in terms of money.
But that's listen to me. This is my perception because I don't have necessarily a great married life. So you know,
really,
what can I tell you?
You're willing to say that
Sal says I look
only
like his
your
wife.
perception.
Yes,
That's
Tom
just my
Chiusano
perception.
wants.
I just want to point one thing out.
Yes, Tom.
That even if Sal had given Kelly an 8, that Deandra, who was a very popular winner around the office, a very, very popular winner, would have been tied or maybe even still won by a point.
She deserves it more than anyone. That was our
The
goal.
point
That's the point.
A 4 is a slap in the face.
He's a judge,
Oh, no,
and
I-
he's
And
allowed
as
to give
Kelly
whatever he
said,
wants.
as Kelly said, though, he knocked her all the way out of the
A
running.
4 says there's no way you're going to win this contest.
Right.
All right, listen.
This is what happens when Sal the stockbroker is a judge. It's a marathon.
You're not Ralph.
It's funny,
Stop
too, Howard,
trying.
because he tried really hard to get out of it. He's like, I don't think I'd be funny. I don't think I'd be good at being a
I
judge.
thought he did a good job.
Sal, you were the backup judge, first of all.
No, he wasn't. He was the initial judge.
He was an initial judge.
No.
Yes, he was.
He was.
Bad.
He should have been the backup judge.
Beautiful interns, thank you all.
Thank you, Howard.
I'm glad you had this out on the air. It's interesting to me. It's a good
And Kelly,
radio.
you know,
I didn't even do the contest because I wasn't willing to compromise myself in some ways.
Is
Not that
everyone-
I pass any judgment, but how can you say that women will do anything for money when I wouldn't even do certain things? So
You're the exception too. You and my wife. Anybody else wants to come forward?
I
Send me an
understand
email.
there's a big intern party tonight. Is that right?
yeah,
I'll be there.
Promise?
Now, Sal is invited?
Sal's invited. He said he'd do shots with me.
Wow. Oh, isn't that nice of you?
Said,
shots on your ass.
Remember
thanks, Sal. What is that?
They
what
are
is
interns.
that?
Wait, I mean, are you guys acting like this is the first time Sal's...
No, this is the first time I'm going to say something. You crossed the line way too much.
That's great.
How?
Just that, I mean, you're not going to go to an intern party. Look at you, he's laughing. I can't stand it. I'm going to leave. I have to leave.
Oh, these girls are so easy.
Well, girls, have a good time at the intern party. I think it'll be fun.
Do you agree, Howard? I mean, doesn't he cross the line a little bit sometimes?
I think
is it funny?
I think he's no, I think Sal's very funny.
Oh, no, I think he's funny, too.
And we all crossed the line. I'm just sad. I'm a sad guy, that's all. I'm sad.
He's a sad guy.
He's a beaten man.
Let me tell you something.
It's a room
Claudia.
of sad guys, by the way. Look around.
He got caught in Sal's nightmare.
Sal's nightmare. He's unhappy. You all three of you, beautiful girls. He's probably going home. He's pleasuring himself to you, thinking about you guys.
He's tortured by my mind.
And it's a big torture.
Yeah.
It's a torture. It's embarrassing to him.
Last night...
you girls are college girls, and he can't even score.
And, yeah, he's at the best he'll ever be.
He can't score because he's married.
And he still can't do anything about it.
And you know what? That's why, because I'm committed to my wife, and I'll never cheat. That's why I'm frustrated.
Are you committed to her because you love her, or are you committed to her because you're afraid of losing half of everything?
I don't have
everything.
There's nothing
What's he
left.
got?
Nothing to leave.
Empire.
His empire.
A neon.
All right, I've got to take a break. Girls.
Here's half my coin collection, honey.
Welcome to Sal's Nightmare. And we'll be back right after these words.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I must have been about 20 years old. Me and my buddies went to see some cover band at CBGB's, and they played that tune. And I remember just getting on a stage and jumping into the crowd, like stage diving. This had to be like the mid-'80s or something.
Some chicks did a good version of I Want You to Want Me.
Oh, yeah? A girl band?
Girl band. They were pretty good. The Whores, yeah.
They're all whores! They're whores! Looking for their whale.
It's a mess back there. The interns were yelling at Sal.
Yeah,
Sal started crying.
Sal started crying?
Yeah.
No!
Get out of here!
Sal, come on.
They made Sal cry.
We don't have
okay?
we don't have cameras anymore.
No, I wasn't crying. They all jumped on me and go...
That's why the In Demand channel is going to follow you around 24/7.
Yeah.
I got emotional. I didn't cry, but I got emotional because people don't understand me. They don't understand my life. You know what I'm saying? And not that I want them to, and I'm not whining, but I have a lot of frustrations, and sometimes other people get hurt, and I
yeah, you're like a Gatling gun.
What the hell?
Give me a
I need therapy right away because my head is spinning like a top, dude. These girls are ganging up on me. We thought you were a nice guy, and I am a nice guy, and I do care about people, you know?
Except for the whores.
Except for females.
Yeah, and,
I know, you're messed up, dude.
And everybody, sometimes...
Everyone knows you're messed up. The way you idolize me is beyond comprehension.
Well, they're young girls, and they probably think that, you know...
Because you're not a girl.
There are no such people as Sal. They've never met anything like that.
He wants to come to my apartment, be with me, cook for me. And, he would even give me certain types of sex.
Well, he volunteered again today.
Yeah.
No, whatever. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
He's into weird porn. Because Gary one time said, you got to see this porn. You got to defecation, urination. Gary, you saw that.
That's the name of the movie?
You know what? Not only is that going on, the guy is assaulting the woman, in essence. Right. I'm not kidding around.
Right.
But while he's assaulting her head, he's smacking it with his hand, like violently.
And he gets turned on.
I thought that was really creepy.
I don't like smacking it. I don't. That's the only part I hate about that stuff. I don't like smacking.
Do you have this is somebody to know. Do you have a personal fantasy that you've never been able to take care of?
Yeah.
Where you perform a bodily function on a woman?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So you showed me those movies too.
Yeah. Remember the one where the guy capped it? There's one guy. He's filling up the bottle, so to speak. Right. And she's.
I haven't followed this, but keep going. Yeah.
He's filling it up, you know, like envision you're filling up your gas, your car, your gas tank. Yeah. He's filling up. He's holding the handle. He's filling up the gas tank. The gas tank is full, and then he pushes the handle into the tank to cap all of that gas in there and make sure it stays trapped. It pushes.
It's insane. But I didn't get that at all. Like
someone told me when you were making the mold of your private area for Robin's birthday.
Yeah.
That you went down to your basement and you were thinking about Claudia, the intern, and that you got yourself all excited, and then when you were about to make the mold,
Yeah, it went...
That was it, over.
Bingo.
Oh, well, he did say he had trouble making the mold because he went too far.
Well, yeah, when you
and meanwhile, he was down in his basement, over his sink in the basement.
My wife knocked on the door, and I'm using her cupcake spatula.
To make a mold of himself for your birthday.
I'm thinking of Claudia in the worst way I could possibly think of somebody, you know?
Are you doing that thing to her that you envision doing when you...
No, that I don't.
Is she your favorite?
Claudia?
Yeah.
Ashley's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard him talk about her.
What is that?
Yeah, I've heard him talk about her a lot.
He likes the interns.
But I said,
I think Kelly's
why is she my favorite?
Because you told her because she looks like your wife.
See, that's a nice thing.
That's a nice thing.
She looks like your wife 15 years ago.
No, Gary, how does my wife look now?
His wife's very pretty.
Yeah, his wife's real pretty.
I can't wait. Sal and I are going on vacation together for a week. I cannot wait to see what these two are like.
Yes, Gary's so excited about the trip, not because of where they're going, because he's going with Sal. He can watch him.
Paris is so secondary to watching Sal and his wife.
Talk about timing. Who would ever have thought Gary is excited about going on vacation with Sal?
You're going with Sal and his wife.
That's right.
Yeah.
Heineken.
Your wife, Sal's wife. Does your wife get along with Sal's wife? Or
They've never met.
They never met.
But from what I can tell, I think they're going to get along great.
Yeah, they seem similar.
Yeah, they both don't put out.
You know what? Unfortunately, I think Mary could learn a few things. And Gary's life will be more miserable.
Yeah. Oh, that would be terrible. But no, Heineken's sending us to Amsterdam and Paris.
Yeah, and Sal says to Gary the other day, when the girls go to sleep, we'll sneak out and go to the whorehouse.
Right, yeah, they're going to go to the red light district.
Just to look, I mean, you know. I love that. I mean, I love...
Gary's like, you're going away with your wife. You're not going to be sneaking out of the hotel.
Right, that's not the time you want to think about getting to the red light.
Why'd you start crying in front of the interns?
I didn't cry.
You did.
I got choked up. I didn't cry.
At what point? What was happening that choked you up?
Because I walk out and I feel like I just said on the air, every woman in the world is a whore. Maybe not every woman, but
your mother, Madonna.
About what
yeah.
Well, that's nice.
And they're all I can't believe how you could talk to us this way. We thought you were a better person. And I go, you know what? No matter what I do and what I say in life, I'm never, ever right. I'm never a good person. But I never am.
But you do you recognize that saying all women are whores could alienate
Hey, you want to meet a guy?
Like Spider-Man, this is my curse.
Remember this guy who calls me up and says he has the perfect wife?
Right.
And we couldn't punch a hole in his story unless she looked bad?
I like to punch a hole in her throat.
Take it easy.
I'm only kidding.
And there's a picture on howardstern.com right now of Sal crying.
Very real.
So there were tears.
Yeah, there were.
There it is.
No, when you get choked up, my eyes got watery.
You cried. That's called crying.
Look, there.
Oh, I didn't cry. Not crying.
It's on howardstern.com, an exclusive.
It's not. No, you cried. You just didn't weep. You cried.
I like that Jason was right up there with the
Oh, yeah. It was like the King Kong monster when he broke out of the chain.
The guy breaks down crying and flashing pictures.
That's great. I love it.
Anyway, so hey, you might want to hear this. This
wiping technique in America.
I'm sick of my wiping
Howard Stern.
Sometimes I just get so exhausted from my wiping technique. I've got it down to a science where I'm fresh all day. I don't even have to shower, but man, it takes up almost a whole box of tissues. I go to the bathroom and I go, I just the thought of going to the bathroom exhausts me. I'm like,
am I ready? Do I have all my equipment?
Like I watch my dog go to the bathroom. The dog goes and everything just is done.
Right, they're very...
there's nothing to clean.
Yeah, they're very efficient that way.
I don't know. I go and then I start in with, I wet down toilet paper. And I stand up by the sink. And I hold my cheeks open. And I dab. And the first dab looks like ridiculous. Yeah. And then
like the mushroom cloud at Hiroshima.
Yeah. And then I go through about 10 tissues, and it's still pretty messy. And then I go, okay, I better flush so I don't clog up the toilet. Then I flush. Right. Now I start the process all over again. And I'm dabbing. I pull the tissues out and I dab.
You know, if we were somewhere else, I would ask you a question. But
I wish, as soon as we get there, I got so much to tell you. I've got 15 years worth of things to tell you. Because the FCC has held me back.
I think I'm going to die on the toilet. I think odds are that's where I'll go.
Why do you say that?
I use that much energy as well.
For cleaning? Yeah.
Everything I think, like, it's getting harder and harder to go as I get older. I haven't eaten right.
And then you can't clean right.
Yeah, I think
I'll
have a heart attack like Elvis on the bowl, I think.
And sometimes I lie to Beth. I'll go, I'm just going to go pee. Because I figure I can get everything wrapped up quick and she doesn't have to know. But there's no such thing as quick because they do this dabbing ritual because I want to be fresh back there.
Yeah.
And then I start dabbing some more stuff. Maybe I go through 20, 25 tissues by the sink. And
I thought you were worried about the environment. Look, the trees are falling while
I'm not that worried. I'm worried about you affecting the environment, not me.
There's no forest, you could have a clean ass.
And then I'm dabbing and dabbing until I see a completely white tissue. I don't leave.
Right.
So and
the tissue's got to be wet.
It's got to be virginal.
Yeah, it's got to be wet. And I talk to the tissues. I go, when is it going to be white? When are you going to be white?
Bring up to the shrink the fact that you talk to the tissues. Does this come up?
No, I got other issues that are more important.
He hasn't gotten to that yet.
The tissue issue?
I'm worried about the environment, but I'm more worried about the environment between my legs.
That rainforest.
I should use brown tissues and be done with it.
There's some greenhouse gases going on there.
I'm thinking about all the years, though. I didn't do that. I used to use 3 dry tissues, and that was it.
I know.
And I'd walk around itchy all day, poking myself all day.
Now, when you say tissues, you're talking about a box of tissue?
That's right.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Are you kidding? This ass is too good for toilet paper.
I can remember being a kid, public schools in Jersey, the toilet paper they give you.
Sandpaper.
I never made a duty in that. You know what? The only time I went to the bathroom for all my years of school, like that kind of bathroom,
right?
Kindergarten, and I went in my pants.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Better than just go in the toilet. I remember I went in the toilet, and I looked at my underwear, and I went, I mean, it was a full metal jacket.
Stop it.
And I was just like,
nightmare.
I picked out whatever I could, went home and buried my underpants in my mother's backyard. It was a mess. I stunk.
Planted an ash tree.
I did. There's a big underwear tree growing in Roosevelt.
It's beautiful. It's green and lush, very strong.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough being human. Sometimes, and I talk to the tissues, I go, it's so hard being human.
Right.
The tissues never answer. It's disgusting. I'm sorry to tell you that.
No, I like it.
But when listening to you, I say to myself, and people don't want to think they're animals.
I'm an animal.
We all are animals. We're doing the exact same thing that every other animal does.
Sometimes when I read and stuff, I go, I'm not an animal. Look at me, I'm reading. I'm using my higher intelligence.
You might as well put that book down.
Yeah. Well, what am I reading? I'm reading Hampton's magazine.
Right. You might as well put that down.
I think I'd read something intelligent. I'm reading The Inquirer.
You're reading something a coyote could follow.
You're reading cartoon books with a lot of pictures in them.
Yeah.
I was in Dallas this weekend, and Cliff Pallet showed up.
Oh,
Artie wasn't kidding around. When he says Cliff Pallet hangs around, he hangs around.
I've done the Dallas Cliff Pallet weekend myself.
What do you mean? Like, what was your weekend, and where was Cliff Pallet?
So Friday night, I was at this club called The Lodge, which is an adult entertainment club. But then afterwards, the station had an event. It was their 5th birthday, so they had that band Bowling for Soup.
What station?
Live 103. Live 105.3, I think it is. It's in Dallas. I can't.
Our station.
It's our station in Dallas.
Yeah.
It's an all-talk station.
What do you mean all-talk?
It's all-talk. It's
you. They don't have music, obviously.
It's you in the morning, Pugs and Kelly at midday.
Yeah.
Really good. Russ Martin, who I had dinner at his house on Saturday night. Then I think after Russ.
Did you meet Pugs and Kelly?
Yeah, no, I know them.
Did you ask them if they're getting all kinds of... Infinity is laying out all kinds of money offers to anybody.
To keep everybody else
to keep everyone.
Stable?
Yeah, because they're just desperately trying to figure out who the next Howard Stern is. So they're hiring like 10 million Howards. Not that Pugs. I don't know Pugs and Kelly, but...
Well, it was a funny conversation because I was talking to that guy...
Tell Pugs and Kelly to hold out for more money.
Right. Well, Russ Martin does the afternoon show.
Yeah.
And he does really, really well there. He kills in afternoons.
Right.
And I was on his show on Friday promoting the event. We were talking about the fact that he doesn't want to do mornings. He's like, I don't need to do mornings because I'm making great money.
Right.
I'm killing in the afternoon. Why would I go back to mornings?
Yeah.
And he mentioned that they might have asked him to do mornings and for the same money that he's making in the afternoons. Like, well, why would I do that?
No, tell him to hold out.
And then the program director came in and we were asking him about, what's going to go on in the morning.
Will Pugs and Kelly do morning?
Oh, yeah, they would do mornings, I'm sure.
Yeah, so.
They would kill to do mornings.
Let Pugs and Kelly do it.
But
give them the shot.
The program director was acting like, he's like, well, there's a plan. He sounds just like our general manager. There's a plan. No. So we were asking him, well, what's the plan? Well, I don't really know. And I was
Nobody's divulging
I said to the guy right up to our program director, I go, there's no plan, is there? And he goes, no, there's a plan. But I don't think there's a plan.
So go back to your Cliff Pallet.
Oh, so now I'm at the station's birthday party, and there's like a VIP section, and Cliff is there.
They love him.
And he wears he has a Texas Rangers jersey that says Cliff Pallet on the back, but on the side it says the Howard Stern Show.
Oh, wow. Right? He made it up himself, though.
Well, he told me.
Sad.
He told me, I got this, he bought this shirt on eBay.
Yeah.
And then he had the lettering done later.
Oh.
You know, to the way he liked it.
What do you mean he bought what shirt?
Like he bought a Texas Rangers jersey
off
of eBay.
And then he put Cliff Pallet on it?
Right, and then he put Cliff Pallet and Howard Stern Show on it later. He had a guy that does that embroidery for him. So he's got that thing going. But the funny thing is...
He must get laid like crazy in that shirt.
Yeah, everybody's
forget he's beating them off with a stick.
This is so funny.
They flew him in for the Pam Anderson roast because she wanted to do him afterwards.
Cliff has a home and an away jersey. So Friday night was the away jersey, and Saturday all day was the home jersey. He had the blue one on Friday night and the white one on Saturday day. So Friday night I hung around with him, had a couple of beers, and, you know, it was fun. It was loud.
You're telling me he showed up to so many of your appearances, he had costume changes?
He did, yeah.
He had to change his clothes?
So my appearance on Saturday was a very long one.
Yeah.
It was from noon to 6.
Go ahead.
Okay, noon to 6, 1 to 6. When I got there at 1, he was there. And it was like a charity car wash.
Yeah.
So we were hanging around under this tent, and, you know, people were getting their car washed by strippers. And we just sat there. You know, you could eat if you wanted to or whatever.
So, I mean, Cliff stays from 1 to 6?
Oh, yeah. Well, here. I got there at 1.
Where's he going?
Cliff was there.
I don't know. You just think he'd go like, you know, maybe I'm going to go home.
I left at 6. I shook his hand goodbye.
Wow.
You know what? Now he's at home and he doesn't have anything to do. When these guys come to town, he has to take full advantage of being out.
Do you pay attention to him?
I did.
Do other people pay attention?
They do.
Do you try to talk to him? You can't understand.
No, I did. For some reason, even since Elephant Boy, I could understand guys like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk a lot. I have to say, he's not one of those guys.
He's great.
He's not one of those guys that annoys you by trying to let you...
What does he do? He just sits there and then looks at you?
Stands there. Like, when I was there, I had 2 stand-up shows at this theater on a Friday night, so he came to both of those. He was backstage. Dana came with me.
Right.
So Dana talked to him while I was on stage.
Oh.
And,
Dana's a nice person.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there was nowhere to go, though, you know.
No wonder she doesn't want to travel with you often.
Then the next day I had a DVD signing, so he came to that, and he sat next to me the whole time. And then I said,
hey, Dana, get away from Artie. I want to defend you.
Way too understandable.
Well, then I took since Dana, she had never been to Dallas before, so I said, I'm going to stay an extra night, and I told the guy, the promoter of my stand-up gig, make reservations for the best restaurant in Dallas. I want to take my girlfriend there because she came with me and kept me company. While I'm having this discussion, Cliff is just sitting there, and it's almost like I'm feeling like, should I ask him to dinner or something?
Oh, man.
I mean, I didn't, thank God, but it was like, you know.
He can't eat anyway because he's got a big hole in his mouth.
He gets the food down.
He does?
Yeah, he's fine.
You basically figure out how to get the food down your throat, yeah.
We had free
Is it unpleasant to look at?
You know, I saw him eating something for a minute. He was having like a taco or something, and it looked fine.
Yeah, no.
A taco ain't easy to maneuver.
But it's not annoying. He's really nice, and he's harmless, and he just stands there.
But when you're trying to make plans with your girl, and he's sitting there, and you know you're his whole social life, it's kind of hard to think of making the plan without him.
Exactly.
Oh, tacoing up the hole.
But it's funny because I have my pictures on the table, and I would like to say, Cliff, you know, watch everything, and I would leave for a while.
That's what he does.
Yeah, I know.
I brought him on stage, and I told him to say something, and every sound he made, they went nuts. They love him.
They love him.
Yeah.
But I could tell, like, the woman at the place, the strip club, the lodge, she said that Cliff had been calling and emailing all week. And
preparing for your appearance?
Right. You know, wanting to get in, you know, make sure that he had prime seating or whatever.
Setting himself up.
And the radio station, like, we like him because we just met him. But the radio station, like, oh, there's Cliff again. You know, he goes to every event. Yeah. They don't dislike him, but they just, like, you know.
You gotta prepare for him.
Right. I guess, like, somebody was telling me, like, if you've been at one of those events and you've spoken to Cliff for an hour for the 100th time, it gets a little old.
A little old.
But I had fun with him. I loved him.
Right.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
So, sounds like you had a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, it was fun. You know what?
I had a Cliff weekend.
I don't want to read any more about Peter Jennings.
Is he like the greatest man who ever lived? I mean, there have been so many tributes and so many things written about him. Even this weekend, I'm reading about who was at his bedside and how noble he was the whole time.
Sounds like he was shuffling, the last couple of weeks, he was shuffling back and forth between the Hamptons and New York City.
Right, yeah, he was going out to his house in Bridgehampton.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of Peter Jennings stuff. Then there was a whole special, a 2-hour Peter Jennings special, and I was going to watch it.
Say goodbye.
Sad, but it was too depressing.
And I was listening, Larry King had Barbara Walters, Tom Brokaw, and Dan Rather all sitting around talking about Peter.
I went to a party this weekend where Barbara Walters and Jack Nicholson were at, and I didn't even see him.
You're kidding?
No, I was outside. It was really dark. I didn't see anybody. I I saw Richie Notar.
Oh, like an outside party that...
Yeah, my friend had a party outside.
And you couldn't see anybody.
How many people, you think?
He probably had 200 people, but maybe it was 50. Who knows? That was so dark. But
Nicholson was there?
Supposedly. That's what Richie said. I said, I didn't see the guy.
Where was he hanging?
He was just sitting there waiting for chicks, I guess. What else does Nicholson do?
That's what he does. He waits for broads.
That's right. Broads. Hey, broads. I want you. I didn't see the Pam Anderson roast. It sounded good. I read a whole bunch of...
I taped it. I haven't seen it yet.
I read a whole bunch of things about it. Some funny stuff.
I read the Elon Gold stuff was funny, but they cut it out of the TV show.
But that's Elon saying it. If they cut it out, could it have been that good? I mean, I heard Jimmy took a bunch of lumps.
Really?
Yeah. I watched the
Jimmy Kimmel was the host.
Yeah, I watched the first 20 minutes. Nick DiPaolo was hilarious.
He's good.
Jimmy, was good as the host, but he did take his lumps about his show. Everybody got
on the show.
What'd they say?
I think that Lisa Lampanelli chick said that Jimmy's show is so bad that Tom Cruise is taking Paxil.
Yeah, it was a bunch of stuff like that.
That's funny. Does Jimmy get it, or?
Oh, no, he's laughing.
Yes.
And then somebody, I think Jeffrey Ross got up and said, because Courtney Love was sitting right next to Pam, which everyone says is not a good idea when you look like Courtney Love.
Yeah, she got real fat.
Yeah, and, she got rehab fat.
And they were saying stuff like, Jeffrey Ross got up and said, goddamn, Kurt Cobain looks better than you.
Well, it's not a good idea for Courtney Love. You're saying it's because she's fat. She's never been, able to stand next to Pam Anderson.
Well, she can't sit on a stage. They had pictures of her in all the tabloids.
I saw that.
She can't sit on a stage without trying to suck up all the attention, so she was spreading her legs and flashing her boobs and
The worst thing you could do to Courtney Love would be ignore her. That's the most horrible thing you could do to her.
And she couldn't handle it. She wasn't being the center of attention.
I'm sure when she walks down the street, she doesn't understand why the cars keep going.
Well, you know what? She pulled a funny move when she was here. Not the last time, but the time before. There was a whole... Check it out.
Now, before Gary was asking me if I thought that Benji's date behaved appropriately at the party, how would you answer that question?
She was great, man. Very appropriate.
Very appropriate.
For that party, very appropriate. I know a lot of the women weren't crazy about it, but the guys were.
You got some feedback on it?
Me? I didn't get any feedback. I just heard a lot of rumors that a lot of the women were upset.
Really? I wasn't getting any of that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either.
I did. I heard from a few of the older crowd.
I mean, that's for you, that's old. You mean 70 and up?
Not in my mind, motherfucker.
Can you be more specific?
Nah, I'm not going to give any names.
Did anybody...
to the best of my knowledge, that would only be Jackie.
No.
Benji, did you get that feeling from anyone at the party?
No, but if they did, I mean, she's a very pretty girl, and sometimes women get jealous of each other, so I hope that didn't happen, but...
Yeah, I wasn't offended. Or anything. I just thought, gosh, for this party, I might lay a little low. Especially when you knew all eyes were going to be on you. And I think you love the drama, too, Benji.
I do like drama.
I think
he loved every minute.
I think you love walking that tightrope of maybe getting in trouble. You just you like the drama.
I'm sure I do like some drama. There was stuff that happened before the party that I didn't like.
What do you mean?
Just all the tension about it, I didn't like.
But see, I think that is part of you don't like it.
Yeah, I can see
if
that.
There's a certain excitement.
Yeah.
Instead of going to a party and just sitting in the corner, there's now an edge.
You're right. There probably is. That's probably partly true.
Yeah, I mean, the wrap-up show that day before the party, you were a little, when she called in, and everybody was getting on your case about it.
I didn't like that. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was exhausted that day, and I felt bad about how it
But she called in by her own choice. She wasn't forced to call in.
Right.
Okay. JD, what do you want to say?
I just want to say my favorite part of the moment I'll always remember of Benji and his date is, and by the way, his date likes to grab her vagina or have her hand on her vagina. It was on there a lot. I don't know what that is.
No, it is true because everyone said they saw it.
But
did you see it?
I did not, but I was not looking for her. I have to tell you, I didn't go and say.
She was probably trying to keep.
I also didn't see Pam DePace touching her vagina, but I wasn't looking.
This girl looked like she had to pee the whole time. But my favorite part was during the karaoke. It got crazy. He got so crazy. There were like booths like behind them, and I just know that her ass ended up in the air, bent over this booth so you could see her thong, and Benji was still trying to sing this song. It looked like he was doing her from behind.
Well, that wasn't intentional. That was.
I accidentally pretended to fuck her while everyone's
No, I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to simulate that.
There was a little hanky-panky going on, though, right?
No, there really wasn't. That's what people said. They really
sure look like it.
Yeah, actually, I pulled that clip. If this is Howard asking Benji what was going on at the party, hit one, Ted.
The best was Benji and his date, because Benji's date was a hot chick who we know loves being naked, and she's kind of wild. We've had her on the show 2 times naked, and it was funny because I said to him, Benji, is this really the appropriate place for her? And it turns out it was.
Well, it was in a sense. It was for us, but for the wives who were there, because I was sitting with Scott DePace and his wife at one point when Benji and his girl were doing something in a booth across from us. And
were you fingering your girl right at the party? Because I have pictures of you. It looks like your fingers are
practically. I swear on my life, absolutely not.
Well, you had her dress hiked up over her. You pulled her dress up in her whole. I mean, I have pictures.
Ralph
of it.
has pictures.
Ralph, I've got professional pictures. I had a professional photographer there.
Ralph had them on his iPhone.
I had heard that from a couple people, Benji.
I believe you heard that, but I wouldn't do that at. I'm not saying I wouldn't do that at a party, but I wouldn't do that at that party.
I will tell you this, and
I wouldn't do that to her. I didn't. If she had on a short dress, but if it looked like I didn't pull it up. If it looked like that, I didn't mean to. I might have lifted her while we were dancing or something, but I absolutely did not mean to look like I pulled it up or anything.
I didn't see any fingering, but I saw her.
That's always good when you hear that at a party.
But I saw her sitting on his lap, and it looked like there could possibly be some dry humping going on a little bit.
Honestly, not. But I mean,
full friction. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Here's what I told.
I saw some rubbing. I saw some rubbing.
Right. That's what I heard too. But here's what I told the news.
The news. Oh, our news.
The news asked me, what I saw, and I said, "This is all I can tell you." One time we had a bachelor party for Doug years ago. And I walked by a table, and Benji had the most bizarre look on his face, the goofiest look on his face. And I later found out he was getting a hand job under the table. And when I walked by Benji, he had a very similar look on his face that night.
Oh my God!
I was not getting a hand job.
I think, in fact, I vomit when I think about this. I'm almost sure I was talking to Benji while he was finishing. Because he had this weird look. He looked like Charlie Brown.
At the bachelor party.
Is that true,
Yeah,
Benji?
I really don't remember. At the bachelor party, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
It was 10 years ago. It was literally 10 years ago.
Do you get a hand job under the table many places?
It was a drunken party. I honestly don't remember. I remember some aspects of the bachelor party.
I remember one specific aspect.
No, don't confuse this, because then people confuse the two parties.
John in Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, John.
Hey, I don't know. I just thought that Gary was kind of being like a pussy earlier, coming down saying that Benji's being inappropriate and whatnot. You guys weren't even being too clear about what he did or what his date did, but I mean, that story that you just told was a weird one.
But again, that was at a bachelor party 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was okay to get a hand job there.
Yeah, I think at a bachelor party, it's okay to get a hand job.
All right for Benji's date to be there, that everything's cool.
Yeah, no, Howard was cool with it. This is totally my opinion, but I do think that you tweet. It could have gone a different way. She was definitely in that mode where if Benji would have gone to the bathroom for 15 minutes, he could have gone a whole other way.
Listen, I respect your being sincere, but I also disagree with you.
Okay, I get it.
I mean, I think she's a responsible, good person.
Byron in Wisconsin, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Byron.
Hey, Benji, you're my man. You're my man. You had a good time.
Hey,
now,
Byron.
Gary, I think you a little hard on Benji about his girl, man. She just having a good time. And my question is, how do the wives feel about her having a good time like that? And what if your wife, Gary, was just having a good time and jumped on a little fat, what's his name? The chauffeur, and had a little time with her, just having a good time. Would you get really upset with Mary? Or
yeah, I would. If Mary jumped on Benji and her skirt went all the way up and everybody saw her ass, I'd probably be a little bummed out. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't do it. She hasn't done it yet since I've known her. Doesn't mean she doesn't know how to have fun, but, I don't know if that's the definition of having fun.
All right, thank you for calling in. Let's go over to Tom in Boston. Tom, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, great show. A couple questions for Benji. Number one, when Sarah was on the show, she made mention about having extremely large vagina lips. Is that true?
Yes. Well, we all saw him.
To me, every part of
Hold on, whoa. What, Ronnie?
Did we see him?
I don't know.
Apparently, Ronnie did.
Well, I saw him on the show. I was standing right next to him.
She's a beautiful girl, and I think she has every part of her is beautiful.
You think her vagina lips are proportionate?
Absolutely.
Because she
likes rubbing them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think that's true. I mean,
Ronnie, did you see them the night of the party?
I didn't actually.
No, hold on, I'm talking to Ronnie.
I didn't actually see him, but she likes rubbing them. Okay, let's put it that way.
She was probably trying to keep her dress down.
Oh, okay.
She had a short
I don't know about that. Bench.
All right.
Look,
I'm being serious. Okay. Listen, maybe I saw.
One more question for you, Benji.
Yeah.
So if you're banging her, she obviously must be okay with your herpes then.
I don't have it. I don't have herpes, and if you want to make a bet, we can bet.
All right, thank you, Tom.
Usually when you try and hold the dress down, you hold it from the sides, not just like press it up against your vagina.
Unless he was trying to hold it in with her giant lips.
Exactly.
That's not being very gentlemanly.
Sorry.
I mean, I think she's a nice, pretty girl. You guys should be nice to her.
Nobody said she isn't nice.
I was nice to her. We had a good time.
No, I'm not talking about what I'm talking about what Gary just said.
I'm sorry. Dude, you've written way worse jokes about me and anybody, so it's just a joke.
All right, okay. Move on.
All right, I'm going to change the subject a little bit here. No, I'm going to
I'm sorry I insulted Mrs. Bronk.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, everyone was grilling me about the Christmas card I gave to the receptionist, and then that led to relationship talk and this and that, and everyone haggling me, and I stated my case of possibly having a wandering eye if I was in a relationship. Whatever, just watch and laugh at me like everyone else.
Somehow it was revealed, JD, that you gave a card to the receptionist, a holiday card, I guess it was.
Yes.
Which the gift you gave was your phone number, and then later on you claimed it was a. Oh, I think Jason's
I'm looking at the card.
I actually stopped by at the receptionist and I said, "Do you have the card?" And she says, "Yes, I do."
Of course she does.
Yeah, I'm going to read it to you. Thank you, with 17 exclamation points in capital letters, for everything. You get the greatest gift of all, my phone number. And then the numbers there that sign JD.
Although my daughter saw your card and she says you think you have terrible handwriting. She saw your initials. She goes, "Who's 50?"
You gave Fred's daughter the greatest gift of all. Also?
No, that was not.
It was just she likes to look at Christmas cards.
JD, proclaiming your phone number is the greatest gift of all. I mean, that's pretty ballsy.
Even as a joke.
I don't know.
I thought it was
funny.
a funny joke. Sorry, guys. Listen, if anyone knows me, you obviously know I don't think the greatest gift of all is my phone number.
And you want to know something? What does it hurt? If you like the girl,
it might work. She might call.
What kind of reaction did you get when you gave her the card? Actually, I guess she didn't open it in front of you, but what?
No, she did.
Oh, she did?
And she laughed. And
in your face?
Well, yeah, because it was a funny. It was funny, and whatever. If something happened out of it, okay. But it was more for the joke because of what happened the previous day. That's why I wrote "thank you" in such big letters and exclamation points, because I didn't thank her for holding the door open.
Now, you've been accused by the guy sitting to my right, but also others, that you aim way too high when you're trying to land these women. How do you answer that?
I've been told that before. I was told that in high school, actually. But
by who?
By a girl that I liked.
She said you're aiming way too high?
Oh, no. She said...
And then she turned her wheelchair around and left.
No. She said you go for girls that you can't get, whether that means they're too high.
But did she mean including her?
Well, yeah, because she had a boyfriend.
But did anybody ever give you an indication of what that level of girl that you should be having is?
Exactly.
You could date that girl.
Well, I'm like, listen, I'm attracted to who I'm attracted to. I'm sorry if, I'm not attracted to everyone or something. I don't think I don't think I aim too high. I just like who I like. I'm sorry,
right, but everybody you like is really high up.
No,
which is
they're
fine.
not really high up.
We all are like that in our minds, but then at some point you have to, like. I got a mirror, you know what I'm saying? And I sort of know where I've dated girls who are too good for me. I've dated girls that I might have been a tiny bit better looking than, but for the most part, I try to stay within a range.
There's nothing wrong with aiming high, but the problem that I think JD has is that he only aims high.
I don't aim anywhere. I'm just aiming wherever my aim goes.
But your aim always goes to the 10s, okay?
Right. Well, no, it's not always to the 10s. I don't tell everyone who I'm into. Like you all don't know who I've had interests in.
There was an intern here a couple semesters ago, but way back. I can't remember who it was, and she liked you, and I remember you were like you scoffed at it. You were like
she was throwing herself at
it. Yeah,
it.
you were like,
no. Who?
We don't need to name names.
No naming names.
Yeah, I hope we're not talking about the recent one.
No.
Okay.
My bad. I'm talking about one that was back before that. I think she liked you, and I think she made it clear that she liked you, and you were sort of like, I don't know, she was cute, but
Maybe
not the 10 that you aim for.
I don't remember who this is, so if anyone wants to remind me, they can.
It's like he's testifying before Congress.
Guy, is this person short?
I can't remember now. I just remember that there was a girl that liked him. I actually don't remember who it was. But I remember thinking that I can't believe JD's blowing her off. Like, she's okay.
No, if it was her, I would have been interested. I liked her, too.
Oh, I whispered a girl's name in his ear. I thought it might have been.
But no, she...
but was that the girl, though? Because I heard the same thing, and apparently Jared was trying to help you.
She asked if for me to be her roommate or something.
Hey, now.
Well, listen, it's not that easy to start living with a... I've got my own living situation. I can't just up and move. She had just started. She was an intern. It wasn't like I was going to start banging her or something right away. It could have caused a whole big pile of problems or something. I don't know.
A whole big Megillah.
Exactly. So,
Let me ask you this, JD, because I think everybody at one time or another has
I voted her for the intern contest. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I think at one time or another everybody has done this in their lives.
Now she's married.
Would you lower? I can see you're over her. Would you?
Oh yeah.
Would you lower your standards?
I keep tabs.
Would you lower your standards in order to hook up with the girl, or do you always keep them and that's that?
Listen, I'm not gonna. I can't, like, fuck someone just to fuck something. You know what I mean? Like, I can't...
Well, what about that trip to Cancun?
What trip to Cancun?
The one where you almost drowned.
Hedonism?
Yeah.
I didn't fuck anyone there.
You get blown just to get blown, though, right?
No, I didn't even get blown. I barely got two hand jobs.
Really? You went on that trip and nothing happened?
Basically, yeah. I mean, I got a hand job, and I was...
Shy Love? Was it Shy Love?
But you said the cameras made you feel
all set
Shy
up.
Love is hot.
That was a whole setup thing, and it was retarded.
Yeah, the cameras made you feel uncomfortable, right?
Well, yeah, the camera wasn't on me, but yeah, and then forget that's a whole other.
Hey, at one point, didn't you have like 3 of the girls blowing you at once or something?
There was no blowing going on.
Oh, I
wish I could say there was blowing going on.
I thought you just didn't finish.
Huh?
I thought the story was that you were getting blown, but you didn't finish or something.
No, that was over the phone. That was whenever I was on the air, and fucking Shy Love was putting the phone in my face, like trying to make sound. I'm not gonna make sounds or something, and I couldn't. Nothing was happening. It was just a bad time.
Carlos in the Bronx, you're on the wrap-up show.
Thanks
hey, fellas, what's going on?
Hey, Carlos.
JD, I'm calling to defend you, JD. Freaking aim high, aim for a freaking 12. Because then you'll wind up with at least an 8 or a 7. At least something.
If you aim for a 12 and you don't get a 12, then you have nothing.
No, but then you'll eventually get something.
How? If you aim for the hottest girl and the hottest girl doesn't want any part of you, then you end up with no one.
You get her friend. But she got her friend.
But we're not talking about her. He's not interested in her friend.
Wait, but where's he?
I don't know what her friend looks like.
What's the loss of him? First of all, I think JD's considered a handsome guy. He's a nice guy.
Very.
We all like him. What's the waste? How's he wasting any time by hitting on this chick?
He's not wasting any time. It's cool to hit on her, but he should also include other people as well, and he only includes people that are difficult for him to get.
But guys, I don't talk about everything I do, so you don't know everyone I talk to. Or
so you bang some hags?
Huh? I'm not saying that. No,
There was a story from about 3 months ago, maybe 6 months ago, where you were on the road with Artie, and maybe in Vegas or something, and there was some 10 backstage that Jamie was supposedly just following around the Hard Rock the entire time. Meanwhile, her friend, who was like a 7, he probably could have gone. This is what I've heard. But you were just so focused on the 10.
I heard the same thing. I heard you were in Vegas. This girl, you were like all about her.
You know what? I think I know who we're talking about.
And then somebody else who worked here ended up hooking up with the 10.
Well, first of all, she said she didn't hook up with him.
Okay, fine.
Hold on. Okay.
Sabian is married.
Hold on. No. By the way,
complete joke.
No. By the way, they were both hot. Okay, they're both hot.
Right.
And I don't. Listen, I was. The one had just gotten out of a relationship, and she seemed like she had no interest. And whatever, I talked to both of them. What the fuck you want me to do? You guys weren't around.
No, I wasn't. I was repeating the story.
And, I still talk to some of these people. So, whatever.
Did you give any other chicks the greatest gift of all?
I don't consider my phone number to be the greatest gift.
Did you give any other chicks that? Did you use that approach with any other chicks during Christmas?
No, that was the first time I've ever used that joke.
Will you use it again?
Will I ever use it again? I don't know. Sure, yeah.
You want to know something? I would if I were you. And I am going on record as saying I thought that was a very funny move.
Well, thank you.
I really do.
Pat in Buffalo.
Coming from Fred, who I think is hilarious.
I'm going to start giving out your number, too.
Hey, Pat, what's up?
The greatest gift of all.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Happy New Year, Pat.
I think he's full of shit. I think he fucked 5 2s in his book. That counts as a 10.
Wow.
I think he's been listening to Joke Hunt.
I actually haven't fucked anyone in a while.
That's a math joke.
Give Rodney a chance.
Are you comfortable?
Anything about Latin stoves?
Are you comfortable saying the last time you did have sex, or?
Last time I had sex, it was sometime last year.
Hey, whatever happened to the girl that used to come over? You would watch movies. What happened to her?
She got a boyfriend.
I'm sorry.
Was she just dragging you along?
It's all right, it's.
But what happened?
Were you supposed to become that?
Right.
No,
like, why didn't you become the boyfriend?
Because I'm not necessarily looking for something totally serious. Because I don't. I'm just I can barely handle myself, let alone having to, be a part of a sort of relationship and dealing with someone else. And
do you think you'll ever be ready for a relationship?
Yeah, sometime because I don't know what's gonna happen after this year, and I don't know what. It's just very. I'm just not in that mode.
So you think she was open to a commitment if you had been?
She never we discussed it, and she said she wasn't really, but and she actually told me she had no interest in this guy before. It's a whole other thing. It's nothing, but she got a boyfriend now.
What a bitch.
No, she's not a bitch. Shut up, dude.
She told JD was holding her back.
It wasn't one of the
dating other guys
situations where she said there's nothing going on there, and then there ended up something was going on there?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. No. It's nothing. I was trying to make it something, but it's not. No, it's nothing. It's
it wasn't that she wasn't ready for a relationship. It's that she wasn't ready for one with JD.
But also, what is your, let's say Howard leaves the air. What's your boyfriend commitments? Like, why? Like, you seem to be taking the shoulder responsibility like a father or a husband might.
I don't know. I'm just not ready. I'm just not looking for something.
So you don't want to be in a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship right now?
Not necessarily, no. I mean, if it comes along, sure, but in my mind, I have. I don't know. It sounds stupid, but I have a wandering eye, I guess you could say.
But you have beautiful hands. Huh?
No, well, I'm just saying, I don't.
But
know.
you're like the mother on one day at a time.
You can't commit.
Forget it. Never mind. I put it in the wrong way. And
you mean like Marty Feldman?
I hate this show. I hate talking on these shows.
What do you mean by a wandering eye?
I like a lot of girls, so I can't. I don't know if I could. I don't know how Forget it. Forget it.
No, you don't feel like you don't feel like you can commit because you think you'd still be looking even if you're with.
Yes.
I'm a player.
You're welcome.
I'd like to be a player, but it's not working out so well.
Hey, what's up? This is Will, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, Benji and Tracy Millman got into a huge argument. It was fantastic. They were both yelling and screaming at each other. I guess the problem was that a lot of the women at Howard's party felt that Benji's date was being inappropriate, you know, dancing around, fingering herself, whatever it was. So it got ugly, but it's great radio. Check it out.
Benji, since you're talking about Robin, she seemed to jump on that bandwagon pretty quick when that clip of Tracy was played, saying how angry she was by your date at the party. And Tracy, I know she's at orientation; she can't come in here now, but she did say she wasn't put off by the groping. She was put.
Okay.
The alleged groping. She was put off more by the alleged fingering. Like that's really what turned her off.
That's what Tracy. That's what she was being very angry to me yesterday, and that's what she told me someone told her. And everyone tells me someone told them this. I absolutely did not do that. Have I done just as bad things at parties? Yes. Did I do anything like that at this party? Absolutely not.
Like Scott DePace talked to me on the intercom while they were breaking your balls, and Scott DePace says,
okay.
He goes, what do you think the odds are that Benji and that girl had sex at some point during the party? And I said, I didn't know.
No, I didn't. And the thing was, anyone who saw this, what you just claimed,
fingering,
the alleged fingering.
Anyone who saw it, I'd love to hear, because everyone says, "Oh, someone told them they saw it."
All right. So what about the ball rubbing that Will personally witnessed?
Still alleged, Gary.
No. Will said he saw it.
Well, Will should come
That's not alleged.
Her hand was on my leg. She wasn't rubbing my balls. We were sitting next to each other. Her hand was on my leg. If Will. I'd like to hear Will say that he saw that. I don't think he did.
He said he did.
I haven't heard him say that. I asked him. He didn't say that to me.
Somebody was saying, Benji, that you're in full denial over all this stuff. But you say you're telling the truth of what happened.
I'm telling the truth. I fuck around about certain things. I fuck around about my age. This I'm being completely honest about.
Well, that's a revelation.
I've said that the whole age thing started because I brought it up years ago on K-Rock. No. But there was a lot more things going on at the party that it.
What else was going on at the
party? Listen, I had absolutely no problem with it. Ronnie was pushing his girl down and totally all over her and making out with her. You guys didn't see that?
I did not.
No.
I saw that personally.
I saw him all over your date, and you trying to push him off.
Well, I don't know. Steve's looking at me outside from the hall. I don't know what's going on. He's just looking at me and laughing.
He gave me the thumbs up for some reason.
That's Steve Langford we're talking about.
I guess I look good today.
Were you aware, Benji, that even after the party, that most of the women were disgusted?
Well, listen,
I'm being serious because I know my wife.
Women being disgusted, you can't argue about it. It's like sexual harassment. It's like if a woman says you're creepy, you can't have an argument. Listen, if someone felt disgusted,
but did you realize that? Okay, if one person felt disgusted, but do you realize that a lot of the women were disgusted?
No.
Okay.
But I think it's because it's become like this focus, and people like to, harp on things.
Right, Will, can you shed some light on this? There's a lot of allegations flying around about what Benji did and didn't do. He claims he did nothing. I mean, hands were close, but there's no...
Did you see the rubbing of the balls?
Well, I mean, it was over the pants, so it was hard to say what exactly was going on. But, they're both sitting there. Benji laughing maniacally like he does.
I was laughing because she did kiss my neck.
So I was
giggling.
No, so I looked down under the table because there was definitely something going on under there, and she was rubbing him on like the inside of his leg, where your penis would be.
My penis doesn't even go down towards my leg at all.
Well, not that far down your leg, kind of in the crotch area.
All right,
that's all I could say. I saw. I mean, I loved it. I wasn't offended in any way. I was hoping it was going to get a little more crazy in there.
If she took it out,
things would get confusing.
Huh? I wouldn't have left at all. I was hoping they'd actually have sex on the table, but my wife wasn't very appreciative.
And did you see anyone else like making out with their girlfriends?
No.
Making out with the girlfriends?
You didn't see Ronnie making out with his girlfriend?
Well, he's another maniac. Using him as an example.
And there was stuff going on that can I write down because I don't even know if I can say.
But why don't we just talk about you?
Well, hold on. Wait, Gary, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we got Tracy for 2 seconds.
I have to go back to orientation, but
I don't care about groping. We're all adults. You can grope. You can kiss. People have their own idea of PDA. But when multiple women saw you fingering your girlfriend,
Wait, Tracy,
stop.
what did you see?
Benji,
I
let me
swear
finish.
on
Can
my-
you let me finish?
No, one
This is
person
why I
going
don't
there.
discuss it with you, because you're not going to let me
Tracy,
finish.
If multiple people saw you taking a shit on the floor,
Okay,
it didn't happen.
I'm not talking about guys in the studio who have fun with this bullshit and make it all up. I'm talking about women that I know and I'm friends with and I respect over a guy who walks around making shtick about everything.
Tracy, you
Who
did
do
not
think
see
I'm
it,
gonna
but you're
believe?
telling other people that it
No.
happened.
Benji, everyone told me. I didn't tell anyone. Everyone told me.
Will, did she tell you that happened?
I wasn't even here the first week back. I was on vacation visiting my parents. Everyone discussed this
I will
before
tell
me.
you this. I will tell you this, that I never spoke to Tracy. Tracy was gone. When I came in on Friday, several people told me they thought that happened.
Who saw
Not
it?
Tracy.
I swear on my fucking life, I did not put my fingers inside her at the party. I did not come close to my fingers weren't anywhere. I did not finger. I swear on my fucking life, I'll take a lie detector test. I absolutely do not. And I'd like to see someone that saw it. Why doesn't one person say I'm the one that saw it?
I'm not bringing other people that do not work for the show into this conversation. But Benji, at the end of the day, you and I are both at the age where we don't have to be friends and we don't have to,
Tracy,
get along with each other.
listen.
I will work with you. I will give you your Sharpies
Tracy.
when you need them. We don't have to be friends. I don't know why it's a big deal.
Because you aggressively act in a very mean way, and I don't think
Benji,
that's nice.
I don't even deal with you. What are you talking about?
Well,
Unless
when
you're
I walk
going
by
into
in the hall and you're
Guam
like,
bin for the 7th day in a row, unless you're taking shit out of the Guam bin. Benji, I don't even acknowledge you. You sound like a fucking idiot.
Well, that's what you were like to me in the halls, Tracy. And,
Benji, I saw you one time yesterday. That was it. When we had it out.
Like a bulldog.
Like a fucking idiot. What do you want me to tell you, Benji?
Well, you know what?
Don't sit there and glare at me. Don't call me a fucking bulldog. I'm
I didn't
telling
call you
you,
a
I'm going to walk away, and we're going to be done, and we're not going to discuss it again. So if you want to fucking call me a bulldog, bring it into my office, and we'll bring it up. Don't be a fucking pussy. Don't be a fucking baby, and don't make it worse than
Are you
you're
asking
already
me to step
making it.
outside?
Benji, if you stepped outside with me, I swear to God, I would fucking cut your dick off. Don't think for a second I wouldn't do it. We're done. I can go deal with my interns and human resources. Bye, Benji.
Wow. That went well.
Thank you, Tracy. Ralph Sorella, you're on the wrap-up show.
Benji, you are in denial. I mean, listen, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that girl. I mean, everybody wanted to bang her. She was super hot. She was my greatest memory of the party, but dude, I mean, I've got this picture of her with her. I don't even want to say, but. You know what she was doing, and she got crazy, and she's lifting her skirt up.
Ralph, that's not fair. You got to describe the picture so Benji knows what you're talking about.
Benji was right there. He was trying to stop her. Benji, do you not remember? Were you drunk?
No, I drank a little bit.
Okay, but just don't sit there and deny that she was crazy,
But Ralph, they're saying that I fingered her, which it's
absolutely. No, I think you aren't you sort of denying everything, that she was inappropriate and
He is. He's saying that she wasn't inappropriate, but Ralph brings up a good point. If she wasn't acting inappropriately, what was it that you were trying to stop her from doing?
Nothing.
But see, I've heard several people, because even DePace's whole rap is, I don't think she did anything. He goes, I don't think anything was bad. I thought she was fun. And Benji kept trying to stop her. But I don't know what everyone was trying to stop her from doing.
You don't?
I heard she was lifting her skirt and touching her vag.
Yeah.
She did not touch her vag.
Really?
Ralph, what is she doing in the picture?
Lifting up a skirt and touching her vag.
Ralph, let me see the picture, because I don't believe that.
Bet you keep it up, the whole world's going to see the picture.
Well, there was things.
How would I know that she's completely shaved if I don't?
I don't believe that, Ralph.
Is she completely shaved?
Mostly, yeah. But big deal. Like, so what?
Ralph, can you say?
I'm not saying there's anything. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. But don't say she.
Let me see the picture, Ralph.
Ralph,
seriously, let me see, because I don't believe it.
Ralph, can you send the picture to Steve or McClure?
To turn on, go to www.
No. Hey, actually, send it to John right now. And I want
Benji's date.
Okay,
liftingupherskirt.com.
Send it to John Hine right now.
All right, yeah, I got the BlackBerry here. Send it to me, Ralph.
Okay.
Jim McClure?
I dove across the room trying to grab High Pitch Mike's camera because he was standing. Benji, you were standing right in front of me. Her skirt was the lowest part of her skirt was in the middle of her back, and your hands were all over her ass.
Right.
Hey, John, did your wife or anybody's wife?
You got to take over on the mic for a second.
Can I tell you what the best part of that picture is that I took?
What's that?
All right, so the party was in a restaurant. It was a really large restaurant, and at one point during the evening, Howard did karaoke, and the karaoke sort of became the stage.
Right.
Well, this is where all this went down.
Right.
On the stage. I mean, it wasn't in a darkened corner somewhere.
Yeah,
this was right behind people singing karaoke.
Right now, John is showing the picture to Benji, and Benji, the only way I can describe it is he looks perplexed. Like pretending he can't see. He just asked John to make the vagina bigger.
Can you make it bigger? I think you can see, but this is when she fell down.
Oh, stop. You know what?
She did.
All right, you're just
No, I'm being serious.
She fell down.
She often falls down with her hands on her vagina.
I can't even see. Like, God's honest truth, which way am I supposed to hold this up? This is the top of the picture?
I don't know.
This is so bizarre. Oh, so that's one leg and that's the other leg. And who's that? That's Benji trying to get it. Oh, I get. Oh my God!
I know you guys can't see it, but Gary's like tilting the phone at all different angles.
I just got what it is. I couldn't tell what it was. The great thing is, can I describe it as best I can, Benji? She's like looks like almost like on a sofa, and she's got on a banquette. She's got her head like against the wall, and she's got one leg up in there. Her skirt is up, and she's got her hand on her vagina, and her underwear pulled to the side. But the best part of the picture is all you see is Benji's arm trying to get her leg down.
Benji,
so it's proof of two things. Benji, it's proof of two things. She was there touching her vagina, and you were trying to stop her.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, the talk once again went to Benji, specifically Gary's wife referring to Benji's date as a quote-unquote hoe bag. And Benji took offense to that, but then Ronnie wanted to know why he was throwing him under the bus, and Gary got really upset with Benji, and it's been a tense week here, man. A lot of people going after each other's throats, and I mean, we're doing our job, so take a look and see how everything went.
When all this stuff went down with Benji and Tracy and Gary, you were in the mix a little bit today. It seemed like, Benji, you went after Ronnie, and Ronnie didn't. You just jumped in there, and you sounded genuinely pissed off, Ron.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, Benji knows why.
Yeah, but the audience doesn't. So why?
Well, they heard this morning. They heard the shit this morning. I mean,
well, so Benji accused you of laying on top of your girlfriend, and you were saying that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
And you were mad at him for just saying that.
Yeah, because he was trying. He's deflecting off of what's happening with him. I mean, what his girl did was in plain sight. Everybody saw, and he's trying to say it never happened, which is total bullshit. I mean, there's pictures, there's eyewitnesses. I mean, why is he deflecting onto me when just sit there and take your shit like everybody else fucking does around here?
All right.
And wait, no, let me finish.
I was about to take some shit.
No, because
I was about to take some shit.
Mouth all the
I was
time.
going to take some shit from you right now.
Yeah, well, too bad.
All right, well, go ahead then.
Because you like to give this shit out with your nonsense, with your shtick all the time, and I'm not taking it anymore.
You're taking a stand.
No, I'm not taking your crap anymore because it's such bullshit.
What crap does he give you?
No, just with everything. Everybody's so fed up with his shtick around here. I'm serious. I mean, like. Everybody's coming to the point where they're ready to fucking lash out at him, and that's what's happening.
All right. Well, you know what? There might be something to that, because I do get in situations a lot where I get really sad about it. Like, I get depressed where I feel like...
you look like you really were sad about it.
All right, Ronnie.
You don't look sad at all.
I'm not right now because I'm in control of my emotions right now. But I do get real sad about situations like this, but I do bring myself to situations like this a lot.
Well, what are you sad about?
Well, you were sad. You set yourself up for this shit.
But
man.
what is it that you're sad about?
I don't. Well, first of all, I mean, as a particular for this incident, I just hate everyone giving my date shit. Give me shit. That's fine, but I hate her.
Dude, once you brought her out here, it's open to everybody, and you're not the first person that it's happened to.
I gave you no shit,
Ronnie. I said
about your girl.
You were fun at the party.
None.
Ronnie, I had no problem.
Okay, if she wanted to jump all over me, fine. I'm there, man.
Ronnie, we're having fun.
I'm ready to go. I don't care.
Any date I bring to a party, I think it's fun if you dance with her. It's fun.
I had a great time with her.
Yeah, I know.
But you didn't hear me give you any shit at all.
I didn't think I was giving you shit, and I apologize for bringing up your name because I should have said a guy doing that.
Into the mix. Then Brian Phelan. I mean,
I was just trying to explain
take your own
the
shit.
atmosphere
Don't
of the party.
Involve everybody
But
else.
I was saying, like, relative to other things going on,
But that's your opinion, and we think your opinion is quite honestly jaded.
And let me tell you something, Benji. If that really did happen, what you said, I was laying on top of my girlfriend.
I didn't know that was a big deal. I wasn't lying about it.
Believe me, it would have been on the air first thing Monday morning.
That's not true. Everything doesn't get on the air.
was on the air too.
Everything doesn't get on the air.
Oh,
Ronnie.
please!
All the time. It's
when
what gets
shit like that
anyway,
goes
listen,
down. Come on,
Benji. To be you for a second, can you find someone else that could corroborate that Ronnie was laying on his girlfriend besides you?
I would challenge Ronnie to take a lie detector test about it.
That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked.
I don't know.
That was the first word out of your mouth this morning.
But so yesterday you were getting mad at somebody, but you're the only...
I saw it. I saw it. I was getting mad at people saying what other people saw.
Tell me what you saw. Let me. What did you see?
You told me you don't want me to. If you want me to,
what did you see? I want to know what you saw.
You had her down on the. There were circular tables. She was underneath you, and you were kissing her.
What? There was no place to lay. There were people sitting at these tables.
This was during the karaoke part. But listen,
and I know exactly where I was sitting during the karaoke part. I was sitting with Matt.
Not the whole time.
Who used to be one of our interns, Scott's intern a long time ago, and his girlfriend. We were sitting together in the booth.
Garrett, do you think I'm lying about it? I don't think
you're lying about it, but I think sometimes you might see something that you want to believe that you saw that might not be exact.
So it could have been, maybe it was a hallucination.
No,
not a hallucination.
I admit I had my arm around her. I admit I probably kissed her. I admit maybe I was leaning up against her at points by the bar. But
listen,
you know what?
I
wasn't laying
Ronnie,
on top
I thought
of her.
you're fun at the party. I think you're a really fun guy at a party. I love when you're at a party. You're really nice. People enjoy you, and you're fun.
I had a great time.
But I'm
accusing you of being fun.
I'm with Ronnie in the sense that if Ronnie did what you're saying that he did, forget that it didn't come up on the air. No one's brought it up but you. No one saw it but you. If somebody came to me, somebody would listen. There's no tolerance of anything here. People go to the party like little spies, and they want to come back and tell everything. If Ronnie would have done that, it would have come to me right away.
You know what's so funny?
He would have been there with his camera.
All right, what about the manager having to yell at people about pot?
You're the only one who seems. I mean,
oh really? Yeah. Oh, no one else experienced that. Oh, that's such bullshit. You guys know after the rap show we talked about it yesterday.
No, we talked about what you told me.
Oh, the manager didn't have to yell at anybody about it.
I only know what you told me.
I'm not going to say names anymore.
I heard that there were some people outside. Even that story is in dispute in the sense that there were some people outside. You were saying they were inside. The manager had to tell them to stop, but it wasn't inside. It wasn't outside. But
can I subpoena somebody?
I don't know. I'm in the vortex and I badly want to pull myself out.
Benj, why do you keep looking at your phone?
I don't know.
Notes. It's driving me crazy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, because the battery's out.
Okay.
Put it down.
I feel like you're like reading lines or something.
No, it's look, it's totally.
Oh, okay, I can see.
I'm proud to have a phone.
It's legit. All right, one thing I also thought upset Benji was when Gary came in and revealed something. Hit 2, Ted.
I'm not even mad at Benji, but I don't care about her at all. I can never get a straight answer out of Benji, and Benji still doesn't think anything weird happened.
He's not listening. You know, he won't even take in what's going on.
Right.
What did your wife say about her, Gary?
She said on Monday, she said, oh, did you talk about the hoe bag today? But she wasn't like she didn't, we weren't at the party, and it wasn't like my wife was seething, or it wasn't like we were obsessed on her. I was with
your wife part of the time that was around. We weren't,
she wasn't, and we went home.
You see, that's what girls think of girls who do, nice ladies who live in Connecticut don't think about girls they get very angry with girls like that.
And I know that upset you, Benji.
I think it's horrible.
Who can tell?
I'll tell you what. My date wouldn't go around doing that about people. Wouldn't say that. I think you guys are being real sexist. I think you have it's like a scarlet letter attitude about chicks, and like any chick that's a little wild, you guys are like castigate.
She's more than a little wild, Benji.
All right, Gary.
Yeah, but you asked.
It doesn't make her. She's a good person. Doesn't make her a bad person. That's what you guys treat her.
No one said she's a bad person. Well, she was acting in an inappropriate manner. That's my opinion.
All right,
your
Gary.
opinion.
Well, you know what? It was fun.
Dude,
Howard had fun. It was a great time, and that's the way we roll.
That's your new attitude?
Yeah.
Dude, I know that in 6 months, Benji's going to come back and tell us some fucking crazy stories about how he had to extricate himself from this chick.
No, did I ever say that about Ivy? You guys all said I had a real nice relationship with Ivy.
You told me. I think you told me you had to change one of your numbers, or you just stopped taking her calls.
No, I didn't. That's bullshit, Gary.
You took her calls.
We still were friends. We still talk.
You took her call the whole way through.
What are you talking about?
I'm asking you. I'm not talking about it. Benji, I'm asking you a question. Calm down.
Yes.
You never stopped taking Ivy's call.
No.
Then I'm incorrect, and you're fucking crazy
we talked
for that
the other day.
Zach in Massachusetts, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. Gary, two questions, I guess. One, does the show, what you say on the show, ever get back to your wife at all?
Oh, yeah, she listens. She won't care that.
Two is the bigger question, I guess, is my girlfriend goes with me to our company's Christmas parties too. She'll comment about other people, but if I told other people what she said, she'd be pretty upset with me. It's usually pretty private.
Yeah, but
is she going to get pissed at you for this?
Well, there's a couple things going on. First of all, A, this is the show that we work on, and B, I'll bet if somebody brought a girl like the girl that Benji brought to your Christmas party, it would be an even huger deal, and nobody would mind if you said that.
Well, I do. I mind. I don't like people being talked about like that. Women being talked about.
Well, you can't stop us. We can talk to
You're right.
anyone we want.
You're right. I can't, but I can say that I would think. I know I've met Mary several times, and she seems very nice to me. I would think she wouldn't like that you brought that up.
I don't think she'll mind. I think she's probably. And quite honestly, if any of the other guys would be honest, I think you hear other phrases that you don't even want to know. And I think that again, you set yourself up for this, and now you're playing.
I told you there is a possibility of that, and I would like to look into that. Like why?
Look into what?
Why I do seem to get into a lot of situations where everyone's mad at me. Maybe I do. There might be a reason.
No. Benji, you're not in a situation where everyone's mad at you. You're in a situation where you didn't have an ability to read the room, even though you were sort of warned in advance.
I don't know. Howard said it was a great time. He had a lot of fun.
Right, but Howard's not the only person at the party. Everyone at the party is allowed their opinion.
A lot of people told me they had
we all
nice
had a great
time. They wanted to go out with us.
Your date did not affect my time whatsoever.
Good.
I had a great time whether she was there or not.
Good.
But she was hard to miss.
Wolfie on the phone with the staff survey results. So he's going to give us the results of that. Wolfie.
Hey, Howard. What's up, man?
Hey. All right. So, Wolfie, this was a good bid. I couldn't participate in it because I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So
yeah, I was shocked by that. And even Robin, this wasn't Jeopardy. There were no wrong answers. You could have done it.
I don't know.
No, it had nothing to do with that. I didn't want to think things like that and have to put a name to them.
I can't argue with her. I had the same thought. But anyway, it was pretty brutal. All right, so what did you find out? You surveyed, how many people on my staff?
Okay, now I was a little bit confused after your discussion this morning. The people that I have listed that participated were there are 13 individuals: Gary, Fred, Artie, Benji, Sal, Richard, Ronnie, Scott the engineer, John Hine, Scott DePace, Jason, Will, Steve Brandano, and Tracy.
Scott DePace was saying he didn't take the survey.
He didn't.
Yeah, his name was on the list, so I was led to believe that he did participate.
Oh. Scott, are you sure you didn't participate?
Positive, never got it.
Never got it.
Yeah,
Jason sent the notes down. He said that the list that he sent, I'm looking at the list Jason sent, it doesn't have Scott's name on it.
All right. Okay, so anyway, Wolfie, I don't know who's in this, but we're pretty close on who's in it. I mean, we kind of know.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Tell me what you found out.
Okay, first off, I would say there were two very common themes to the survey, and basically it's very evident that Jason Kaplan is not well liked. It was amazing. If this was the Academy Awards, Jason would be the movie Titanic. He swept all the major categories.
Give me the categories he swept.
Which staffer is most disliked by his or her coworkers? Jason Kaplan received 8 votes, or 61% of the vote.
Wow.
So Jason throws a rock in that office, he's going to hit someone that does not like him.
Jeez, I never would have suspected that.
Didn't realize that was
such a likable, nice guy. Wonder what they don't like about him. Did you get any more specific?
No, this was just to provide the name.
All right, go ahead. What else?
Which Stern staffer is the most annoying? Jason Kaplan, 8 votes, or 61%.
Wow.
Which Stern staffer is the biggest ass kisser? Jason Kaplan, 6 votes, or 46%.
Wow.
Fred, you voted in this, right?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I don't know if I even voted for Jason, I'll be honest with you. I like Jason.
Yeah.
He also received biggest gossip, 9 votes, or 69%.
Boy, is he yenta. All right.
And the number one, which Stern staffer is the biggest douche? Jason Kaplan. He got 5 votes, or 45%.
Jason, way to go. I hope it doesn't make him feel too bad.
I mean, will he be looking around now out of all of those people, wondering who are the 8 or 9 people who hate him?
Biggest douche.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
How do you feel about yourself after you hear something like that? It's bad, right?
Yeah, I'm knocked up on a lot of pills, so it's not affecting me too hard. But yeah, to sweep every negative category.
Was anything positive said about Jason?
No, not really.
No.
Not at all. Those were just the categories that he won. Even the other negative categories, he definitely got a fair share of percentage.
Wow.
Good. No one talked to me. Leave me alone.
I like it.
Thanks,
I don't have any problem with you.
I think
you two didn't fill out the survey.
Yeah, we should have. Could have helped you out.
We could have helped you.
Yeah, we could have skewed a different way. I really see. That's why I had a problem answering this stuff. Like, I don't know everyone all that well. Like, I don't know that Jason's a big douche. Like, I just know him as a nice, likable guy who works really hard around here.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? It would be hard for me to vote for biggest douche. I mean, like, Sal's kind of a douche when you hear all the crazy stuff he goes through with his wife and all that stuff, but it doesn't make him a douche.
I love to meet the accusers face to face of anyone who.
No, you don't.
No. Okay.
No.
I mean, if anyone wants to come forward and say that they voted for Jason, go ahead, but it's probably a mistake. I mean,
that was the thing that surprised me. If DePace didn't fill this out, there's a lot of other people that dislike him as well.
I know Will doesn't like you.
Yeah.
But he's the only one who's ever really voiced that on the air.
But Scott DePace, we know he has a problem with Jason.
Yeah, Scott doesn't like Jason.
And Scott wasn't even in the survey.
Right.
Yeah, Howard, I definitely would have voted for him.
Yeah. All right. What else did you find in this survey?
Are you interested in other people that scored well in those categories?
Sure.
Well, DePace, he did very well. He received 3 votes, and Ronnie received 2 for most disliked.
Right. Ronnie, the limo driver.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's see. As far as the biggest douche, which I thought was a major category, the other people that were runners-up, the other major person was Ronnie. He received 3 votes for biggest douche.
I can see that.
Douche.
Poor Ronnie. He's just misunderstood, that's all. All right, what else you got?
The other major theme was Sal. I think that Sal has some significant character flaws. In terms of which Stern staffer is the worst parent, Sal, 5 votes or 38%. I would have guessed it would have been DePace off of the discussions that you have, but Sal won the category outright.
Yeah, there's no way Sal can be a good parent. I mean, there's just no way. He's so...
Well, yeah, it would be kind of hard based on what he thinks about life in general.
Yeah, I just can't... I mean, I think he tries hard, but I don't think...
But he really shouldn't be around his children at all.
Right.
That would be the best move.
They should take the kids away from him.
But doesn't that surprise you, though, because he has these themed birthday parties, he takes his kids to concerts and things like that. I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, I mean, he does stuff with the kids and he's involved, but it's probably just not... He's weird. His views on things are out there.
Yeah, it might be wrong for him to even think he should be with the kids.
Yeah, but it's Scott DePace. I mean, some of the stuff he said about parenting is a little disturbing.
Well,
but...
even the discussion not too long ago that, his wife was concerned that his son had this temperature or something and wanted him to take the kid to the hospital, and he really didn't want to do it.
Yeah, he was like, screw that.
I want to go play golf.
I'm always there for them. They love me. And
Kids always love their father.
Wait, Scott, you did not want to take your kid who was sick.
Ooh.
You did not want to take that kid to the doctor. You wanted to golf. Right, because I thought my wife was being not logical about the whole situation. It's golf. I mean, even if your wife were not being logical, couldn't you miss golf once? You had the whole week off for no good reason. The only reason you had the week off is because your kid was sick, you weren't sick, and you'd already golfed. Yeah, but I was really looking forward to that one round. It was a special one.
What?
Right, anyway, what else did you find out, Wolfie?
Sal scored the highest possible percentage in number of votes for which Stern staffer is the biggest racist. He got 11 votes, or 84% of the votes.
Right.
No brainer there.
Right.
Which staffer would you never invite to your house? Sal received 5 votes, or 41%.
Right.
Benji came in second in that category.
Right.
How many votes?
How many votes did he get?
Let's see. That is Yeah, I had to put this thing into a spreadsheet. He received three votes.
Okay.
If given the opportunity, which Stern staffer would most likely sleep with a coworker's wife or partner? Sal received 5 votes, or 38%.
Yep.
Which Stern staffer is most disingenuous? Sal, 5 votes, or 41%.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big, with there's only 13 people in the survey, that's a pretty big hunk of people.
And your staff also thought that Sal would write an unauthorized book, tell-all book about you when you retire.
Yeah, I could see that.
And
what else you got?
Scott Salem scored well in that category as well, with 3 votes. Artie took some hits. I think most of these make sense. Which staffer is the most mentally unstable? 8 votes, or 66% of the vote. Artie was also voted as most dishonest. 7 votes, or 53%.
Yeah, Artie does lie a lot.
Well, yeah. I don't think you'd have to worry about your money around Artie.
Right.
But he can't be trusted to tell the truth about himself.
No, not at all. Yeah, as I've learned. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah.
I always wonder, too, I can't wait for Artie's next book to find out, how he's been telling us he's been going to the psychiatrist 3 times a week?
He's not going to a psychiatrist.
I've been hearing that he's not going at all.
Yeah.
Except for his medication.
But I don't even think... I can't imagine the person you referred to him would be putting up with that.
Yeah, and I think, because then Artie even goes as far as to tell me on the air, and I don't even ask. Unsolicited, he goes, I'm thinking of start going 5 days a week.
Right. Nobody asks him to say these things.
I have a theory about that. I think Artie is so worried about his mother and sister, in terms of what he tells them, that he has to somehow work onto the air that he's been going 3 days a week.
But they already
Because I don't even ask him.
They already know he's lying. And so I don't know why he does it.
Yeah. It's weird. But then Artie says in his book, drug addicts just lie about everything. And I'm like, well, why does he have to lie about it to me? I don't even ask him. I don't even say to him,
I guess it's like you want to stay in practice.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't want to stop lying and then slip up.
I think I have a whole theory where he's doing it for his mother and sister. He thinks that they believe him.
Yeah, I think that he thinks we all believe him.
Yeah. Well, I do believe him. That's the problem. I'm the most naive one here. I hate to say it.
Well, this is the conversation where he flipped out on me, if you remember.
Right.
I had said on the wrap-up show that Artie lies. I didn't say that every word that comes out of his mouth is a lie, but I said Artie lies, and he was listening in his car, and he got really mad. Yeah. And he came in the next day, and he attacked me, verbally attacked me.
And then in his book, he admits to how much lying he does.
Yeah, but Artie's also got a line for lying, meaning he's like, he says, listen, of course a guy is going to lie about cheating on his wife, and he goes, I'm going to lie about taking drugs because I could lose my job.
Right.
So that he's like, that's a lie I have to tell.
And you should understand that for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make him a liar for some reason.
You said it, Robin. Artie, if you're listening, Robin said it.
It's confusing. Well, I tend to believe Artie no matter what he says.
Well, he says it in a convincing way. Yeah. I mean, he's a good liar.
Because I've sat down, had heart-to-hearts with him off the air on the couch there, and I read in his book that he was lying to me.
Yeah, the thing that, he says these things that don't go... First of all, he keeps telling us how he loves his therapist.
Yeah.
Do you love therapy?
No, I hate it.
Of course not.
I hate going.
Nobody loves therapy.
No, it's horrible. I just know I need to go because then I get all fucking crazy.
Right, but that's why that was the first tip-off to me. He's not struggling with therapy. He's claiming he loves this guy.
He loves him. There's no love when you're sitting there going, wait a second, I can be doing anything else. What am I doing in this office?
And you're making me talk about my father again.
Right. I don't want to do this. I know I need to do it, but I don't want to do it.
It's absolute torture.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Who says they love their therapist?
I love this guy. He's the greatest guy. I can't wait to talk to him. I can't wait to go see him.
And trust me, it's never like a great conversation either. It's like they press all the wrong buttons and they force you to think about shit.
And you come out depressed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who loves the guy? He loves him. I love this guy.
He's so smart. He's always talking about how smart the therapist is.
Yeah, of course he's smart.
Yeah, because he's not going.
Yeah. Yeah. To make-believe friend. But who knows? I mean, I never know. All right, so what else did you find out?
Which Stern staffer is most jealous of the success of others? Scott Salem received 10 votes, and there were very few double-digit votes, but he got 10 at 76% of the vote.
He is. He's the most jealous. He really is.
That was Scott Salem. I was thinking Scott DePay.
No,
Scott Salem has to have that vote, yes.
Yeah, he's angry with everyone who gets anything.
Scott the engineer also scored very high in terms of who is the laziest. He got 7 votes, or 53% of the vote. So
That's
half
accurate.
the people in that office think that Scott's the laziest person there.
Fuck everyone.
Right.
They also felt that Scott will speak publicly badly about you after you retire.
I believe that.
Well, he's going to have to get the first book out.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to be interested in a book that he writes if somebody else writes a book.
I'm writing a book.
Are you kidding me?
Anything else?
Well, keeping with that trend, that he would immediately jump ship if he received a higher paying job offer.
Bullshit, man.
Right, that's true.
Which Stern staffer has the strongest desire to be a part of the inner circle? Sal received that 8 votes, or 61%, followed by Jason and Scott, the engineer, that each got 2 votes.
Yeah, no, it's Sal. That's accurate. Boy, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty dead on.
Which Stern staffer is the least creative? Ronnie received 3 votes, or 23%. But the thing that made me laugh was Tim Sabian got 2 votes.
Right.
So the guy that's in charge of the vision of your channels, he got 2 votes that he's the least creative. I'd love to find out who wrote that down.
That's good. I like that. What else? Anything else stick out at you? Or is that it?
There's a bunch of stuff. Let's see. When Howard retires, which Stern staffer will struggle to find a new job? Your man JD, 5 votes, or 38%.
Yeah.
Followed by Sal with 3 votes. Who was going to sign autographs at conventions after you retire? Sal and Scott tied with 4 votes apiece.
And what else?
Which Stern staffer will have the biggest career after you retire? John Hine, Artie, and Robin all tied with 4 votes apiece, or 28% of the vote.
Right.
One of the big categories, which Stern staffer has the worst breath? I would have bet it was Gary, but no, JD, 7 votes, or 63% of the office.
Wow. I've never been that close to JD. Does he really have a bad breath?
What? It used to be so bad it would knock you over, but I think he's done something about it. I think it's better, but I think people are still voting off of what it was.
Wonder what he did.
We talked to him about it. Somebody did.
Who spoke to him?
Might have been me. I can't remember. I remember somebody had to talk to him. It was bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now his breath smells like Zoloft.
And Gary did do well in that category. He got 3 votes. And one that just kind of popped up that surprised me, Will Murray got 1 vote. So someone in there thinks that Will is the worst smelling breath.
What?
Jason talked to JD about his breath.
Oh, okay.
Wonder what that was like. Jason, that had to be a rough conversation. You got to admire Jason for that. That's a nice thing to do. I just could never bring myself to do that.
Did he do it voluntarily, or did somebody talk and he got the short straw?
How did you get to be the guy to talk to him?
It was very awkward. Well, it was when JD was an intern, and we didn't know he was going to stay here.
Mhm.
So, I took him aside into the green room, and I just said, because I like him a lot, and I said, if you're going out on job interviews and stuff, you really have to do something about your breath, because I don't want you to not get a job because you're knocking someone out from across the desk. And I said, it's a real thing. I'm not saying this to be a douche, even though everyone thinks I'm a douche.
Right.
And that was it. I just said, I really think that's important for you to find a job in the future.
So what did he end up doing?
I don't know, but he changed like that day.
Wow.
So you'll have to ask him what he did. It was weird, but I wanted.
He must have gone home and used everything but Comet in that mouth.
Lysol. Or something.
Yeah.
I know that was kind of a dicky thing to do, but
it's not.
It's a wonderful thing.
You know what? You did him a favor. Yeah. Now he doesn't reek.
Yeah. Well, and on all of us a favor in the long run.
Right. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Boy, that takes balls. I could never do that. That takes such balls. I had a friend once who, a woman who used to wear perfume, and it just mixed with her body's
in a bad
chemistry.
way?
I mean, she smelled so bad.
Mm.
And she would put this perfume
And
on.
she had no idea.
And I never could tell her.
Oh, so you let her go on like that?
Yep, she still stinks to high heaven.
Oh.
I mean, just smells like rotten shit. I'm not kidding, that bad.
Wow.
And I talked to a bunch of people about it, but
And they all knew it was going on.
JD, what did you do to reverse the thing?
I brush my teeth and I brush the tongue.
Did you used to not brush?
And I try and chew gum sometimes.
Did you used to not brush?
Probably not as often as I was probably Richard back then, but I'm trying to. I'm working on it.
Huh?
I'm also chewing gum too because I'm very self-conscious about it too.
And do you floss and everything?
I don't floss.
Were you glad Jason told you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, of course you don't want to hear that, but sometimes you got to be told.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird being the recipient of always bad news. You know? You never get anything. Hey, I just wanted to pull you aside and tell you how handsome you look today.
I've yet for that to happen.
Right.
So.
Hey, JD.
How's your medication? Because, dude, I even think you're speaking better.
I think so, too. And he smiles all the time.
He's a very smiley guy now. It's like it's weird.
I don't know.
Like, you never used to smile like this.
Oh, whatever.
I mean, like...
He's just a happy-go-lucky guy now.
You're just like a whole different person.
No, I am not.
You're like a guy who gets... You're like a guy who's banging, Eva Herzegova.
No, that ain't happening. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I hate to say this, I probably can't use you anymore. You're a lot funnier when you...
Whatever.
No, but seriously, how's that medication work out? Do people notice that you're just like a happy-go-lucky guy now?
No, I'm not exactly happy-go-lucky. I mean, I didn't leave my apartment all weekend.
Oh, you didn't?
So I'm not, I'm not exactly socializing all over the place.
Don't you love the weekend, though? That's what I do. I just sit inside.
Yeah, but
So, I catch up on DVR stuff and watch football and watch football basically all day.
You watch football and watch football?
Yeah, it's great.
I watch football and watch football.
Yeah.
But I'm not noticing that. I'm just sort of
happy.
I don't know. I didn't get much sleep last night because I tried going to bed at like 9 o'clock, and I still got to get used to that. So, but taking Xanax before I go to sleep seemed to work out okay.
No.
So far, it didn't work out last night, but.
Have you seen the doctor again?
I'm seeing her tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, good.
For follow-up.
Yeah, I'm sure you're doing something wrong.
Right?
I'm sure you need some kind of an adjustment.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Came in this morning, the kid was tap dancing. He's happy-go-lucky. All right, thank you, Jim.
Oh, okay.
All right, Wolfie, anything else? Because I got to move along.
Yeah, I was going to say that to boost JD's confidence, he was voted easiest to replace.
Oh, no.
Jason also did very well in that category. The other stuff, let's see, who was most underappreciated? Do you have any guesses at that?
Scott the engineer.
Not even close.
Who
Will
is it?
Murray, 4 votes or 30%.
Yeah, Will doesn't get, like, Gary's always coming up to me, I don't think you understand how good Will and Jason are. I go, what do you mean I don't understand? Why are they...
Did you get on the air every day and you go, I don't know what it will do.
I'm just busting balls. I know what Will does.
But they take it personally.
Well, tell them to get over it.
They take that personally.
Well, tell them to get over it. I don't care.
Get over that, too?
Yeah, take that personally.
Howard, there is one other thing.
Tell them not to take things personally.
Yeah. There's one other thing that I'm dying to talk about that was in the poll.
Go ahead.
I think I told you so. It turns out that somebody gave Jason every negative vote that you could give on the sheet.
Wow.
I was wondering if that person wants to step forward.
It's got to be Will.
You think?
Yeah. Will doesn't like Jason.
Or that could be a Benji move.
No, it wasn't me. I got to bet who it was.
Who do you think it was?
It was either Sal or Jason.
No, it's Will.
It's
Sal
Will.
or Jason.
It's not
Was it you?
Absolutely not.
No?
Dude, that Jason thing was like, we were in the middle of a fight. We're fine. We're actually good friends.
Yeah.
All right.
You have him over to your house and stuff?
Yeah, well, I invite him, but, he doesn't come over.
He doesn't?
He doesn't leave his house on weekends.
Oh, really?
No.
What's the excuse?
He hasn't left his house in a month because Call of Duty 6 came out. He's on it, not him, DePace, and one of the other guys at work here. They're on it nonstop. But Jason, he said to me Monday, it came out like on Thursday. Monday morning he came in and he was laughing. He goes, I'm so embarrassed to say this. He goes, this was one of those weekends I wished I wasn't married so I could have played it all weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't it annoying? Like you just want to play your video game or something?
Can I just have a weekend divorce?
I want to be single for the weekend. Call of Duty 6, what is that, like a war game?
Yeah, my kid plays it, but DePace and Jason and somebody else are on it. They do it on the headset so they can play against each other. And I heard that, like, somebody told me last week, I think DePace logged in, I want to see 18 hours, something like that.
But he's got young kids. How does he get time? 18 hours.
And he wonders why people question what kind of father he is.
18 hours of...
Video games.
That's kind of childish. Dude.
It's not 18 hours, first of all.
Why are you logged on?
How many is it?
It's 25 hours now.
What it's up to, total playing, it's up to 1 day and, I don't know, 5 hours.
You don't even like Jason, though, but you guys are you're good friends.
I like killing him on the game. It's good.
You guys get on and you talk on the headset?
Yeah, it's totally weird. We don't even, we could hate each other here in the morning and say really nasty shit to each other, and then later on Xbox, we just act like that never happened. We're like, hey, dude.
Dude, but this game is so fun.
Yeah?
I think if I'm ever going to be addicted to something, it's this.
What do? You get on and you're a character.
Suddenly, you're a guy in, like, South America somewhere, and you've got different machine guns, you've got Uzis, you've got knives, you've got hand grenades, rocket launchers, and you're going around hiding behind things. You see a guy way over there, you take your sniper rifle out, you zoom way in, you punk him right in the head, and blood goes out. And
that's Jason? Like, Jason's the other guy?
Yeah, so I see Jason over there, and I go...
and he shoots back at you?
Oh, yeah. He shoots back, and then...
Does he ever kill you, or do you always kill him?
Yeah, but I get him more time.
The best thing is, we wanted Scott to call into Geek Time to talk about how he loves video games, and because you wear a headset with a microphone. But Scott,
you gotta tape yourself.
he spends his Saturday online with me and Shuli playing Shoot 'em Up, and but he
you guys
says
got to videotape that. I got to see that.
My wife comes home from work. She comes home from work and she sees me with the headset on. She goes, "Oh my god!"
I married her.
You're happy, though. It makes you happy.
You know what? I said to my, I said, I think I have a problem. This game is just so fun. That's all I want to do. But I'm like, well, look, if I'm having fun, what's the downside? You know?
Well,
No
there's
downside.
a real war you could get into.
Yeah. See, that's how I am about chess.
Yeah.
Like I spend hours on it. I'm just obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
that's what
suck,
makes
but I
you
suck
happy.
at it. But I'll keep going back to it.
What is life for? To be happy. And if that's what does it, then what the
That
hell?
makes you happy, I guess. Go ahead.
the game is total nonsense, but it's fun. Yeah.
I might have to get into that video game with these guys.
What's it called?
Get on there and shoot some of these fucks. I don't know. Sounds dumb. Wolfie, anything else?
Yeah, last thing, I identified some individual trends that I thought were very interesting. Someone on the show thinks that Gary is the biggest ass kisser, the biggest user, and the biggest on-air whore.
User?
I bet. Was Ralph included in this survey?
No, but someone did write his name down a couple of times.
He was a write-in vote.
Yeah, I would think Ralph would maybe say that about Gary.
Someone also thinks that Gary is the biggest gossip and ass kisser. Those are two completely different individuals.
Yeah, I wish I knew who voted that way.
Someone thinks that Tim is the biggest douche, ass kisser, and is the most disingenuous. I would love to know who that person is.
Oh, that's funny.
Another individual thought that Tim is the least creative and the biggest ass kisser.
Yeah.
This next one stings. Someone thinks that Ronnie is the biggest douche, the most disliked, and the worst parent.
Ronnie the limo driver.
Ronnie the limo driver. Who could that be? Who thinks that Ronnie's the worst parent?
I wonder. There's a lot. There's a whole other show of people stepping forward.
I want to know, okay, somebody thinks I'm the biggest gossip. I'll take that one.
Hey,
Somebody thinks I'm the biggest ass kisser. I'll take that one. But the biggest user, that one, I'm sort of curious about.
Hey, Wolfie?
Yeah.
This is Benji. I may have, if you tell me who, did the person that said Gary's the biggest ass kisser and biggest gossip say Richard Christie's the worst parent?
No.
Okay.
Oh, was that you? You said Richard Christie's the worst parent? He's not a parent.
No. Well, I couldn't decide between everybody, and he had did an abortion, so.
Richard Christie had an abortion?
Yeah, he paid for one. He admitted that on the air.
Oh. Yeah, I guess he was a pretty bad dad. He killed his kid.
Bad dad to that one, yeah.
All right. Hey, Wolfie, thanks, man.
Hey, no problem at all.
Yeah.
Enjoy, guys.
Thanks. I wish people would step forward. That would be so good.
I would tell. It's hard to remember everything you put.
Yeah, well, it's anonymous. You'd have to see the sheets.
Wolfie's a good man. He comes up with a lot of good bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
staff survey results. So he's going to give us the results of that. Wolfie.
Hey, Howard, what's up, man?
Hey. All right, so Wolfie, this was a good bit. I couldn't participate in it because I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So
yeah, I was shocked by that, and even Robin, this wasn't Jeopardy. There were no wrong answers. You could have done it.
I don't know.
No, it had nothing to do with that. I didn't want to think things like that and have to put a name to them.
I can't argue with her. I had the same thought. But anyway, it was pretty brutal. All right, so what did you find out? You surveyed, how many people on my staff?
Okay, now I was a little bit confused after your discussion this morning. The people that I have listed that participated were there are 13 individuals: Gary, Fred, Artie, Benji, Sal, Richard, Ronnie, Scott the engineer, John Hine, Scott DePace, Jason, Will, Steve Brandano, and Tracy.
Scott DePace was saying he didn't take the survey.
He didn't.
Yeah, his name was on the list, so I was led to believe that he did participate.
Oh. Scott, are you sure you didn't participate?
Positive, never got it.
Never got it.
Yeah,
Jason sent the notes down. He said that the list that he sent, I'm looking at the list Jason sent, it doesn't have Scott's name on it.
All right. Okay, so anyway, Wolfie, I don't know who's in this, but we're pretty close on who's in it. I mean, we kind of know.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Tell me what you found out.
Okay, first off, I would say there were two very common themes to the survey, and basically it's very evident that Jason Kaplan is not well liked. It was amazing. If this was the Academy Awards, Jason would be the movie Titanic. He swept all the major categories.
Give me the categories he swept.
Which staffer is most disliked by his or her coworkers? Jason Kaplan received 8 votes, or 61% of the vote.
Wow.
So Jason throws a rocket in that office, he's going to hit someone that does not like him.
Jeez, I never would have suspected that.
Didn't realize that was
such
going
a
on.
likable, nice guy. Wonder what they don't like about him. Did you get any more specific?
No, this was just to provide the name.
All right, go ahead. What else?
Which Stern staffer is the most annoying? Jason Kaplan, 8 votes, or 61%.
Wow.
Which Stern staffer is the biggest ass kisser? Jason Kaplan, 6 votes, or 46%.
Wow. Fred, you voted in this, right?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I don't know if I even voted for Jason, I'll be honest with you. I like Jason.
Yeah.
He also received biggest gossip, 9 votes, or 69%.
Boy, is he yenta. All right.
And the number one, which Stern staffer is the biggest douche? Jason Kaplan. He got 5 votes, or 45%.
Jason, way to go. I hope it doesn't make him feel too bad.
I mean, will he be looking around now out of all of those people, wondering who are the 8 or 9 people who hate him?
Biggest douche.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
How do you feel about yourself after you hear something like that? It's bad, right?
Yeah, I'm knocked up on a lot of pills, so it's not affecting me too hard. But yeah, to sweep every negative category.
Was anything positive said about Jason?
No, not really.
No.
Not at all. Those were just the categories that he won. Even the other negative categories, he definitely got a fair share of percentage.
Wow.
Good. No one talked to me. Leave me alone.
I like it.
Thanks,
I don't have any problem with you.
Yeah, I think
no,
you're
you
all
two
right.
didn't fill out a survey.
Yeah, we should have. Could have helped you out.
We could have helped you.
Yeah, we could have skewed a different way. Yeah. I really see. That's why I had a problem answering this stuff. Like, I don't know everyone all that well. Like, I don't know that Jason's a big douche. Like, I just know him as a nice, likable guy who works really hard around here.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? It would be hard for me to vote for biggest douche. I mean, like, Sal's kind of a douche when you hear all the crazy stuff he goes through with his wife and all that stuff, but it doesn't make him a douche.
I love to meet the accusers face to face of anyone who.
Yeah, no, you don't.
No. Okay.
No.
I mean, if anyone wants to come forward and say that they voted for Jason, go ahead, but it's probably a mistake. I mean,
that was the thing that surprised me. If DePace didn't fill this out, there's a lot of other people that dislike him as well.
I know Will doesn't like you.
Yeah.
But he's the only one who's ever really voiced that on the air.
But Scott DePace, we know he has a problem with Jason.
Yeah, Scott doesn't like Jason.
And Scott wasn't even in the survey.
Right.
Yeah, Howard, I definitely would have voted for him.
Yeah. All right. What else did you find in this survey?
Are you interested in other people that scored well in those categories?
Sure.
Well, DePace, he did very well. He received 3 votes, and Ronnie received 2 for most disliked.
Right. Ronnie, the limo driver.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's see. As far as the biggest douche, which I thought was a major category, the other people that were runners-up, the other major person was Ronnie. He received 3 votes for biggest douche.
I can see that.
Douche.
Poor Ronnie. He's just misunderstood, that's all. All right, what else you got?
The other major theme was Sal. I think that Sal has some significant character flaws. In terms of which Stern staffer is the worst parent, Sal, 5 votes or 38%. I would have guessed it would have been DePace off of the discussions that you have, but Sal won the category outright.
Yeah, there's no way Sal could be a good parent. I mean, there's just no way. He's so...
Well, yeah, it would be kind of hard based on what he thinks about life in general.
Yeah, I just can't... I mean, I think he tries hard, but I don't think
But he really shouldn't be around his children at all.
Right.
That would be the best move.
They should take the kids away from him.
But doesn't that surprise you, though, because he has these themed birthday parties, he takes his kids to concerts and things like that? I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, I mean, he does stuff with the kids and he's involved, but it's probably just not... He's weird. His views on things are out there.
Yeah, it might be wrong for him to even think he should be with the kids.
Yeah, but it's Scott DePace. I mean, some of the stuff he said about parenting is a little disturbing.
Well,
but...
even the discussion not too long ago that, his wife was concerned that his son had this temperature or something and wanted him to take the kid to the hospital, and he really didn't want to do it.
Yeah, he was like, screw that.
I want to go play golf.
I'm always there for them. They love me. And
Kids always love their father.
Wait, Scott, you did not want to take your kid who was sick.
Ooh.
You did not want to take that kid to the doctor. You wanted to golf. Right, because I thought my wife was being not logical about the whole situation. It's golf. I mean, even if your wife were not being logical, couldn't you miss golf once? You had the whole week off for no good reason. The only reason you had the week off is because your kid was sick, you weren't sick, and you'd already golfed. Yeah, but I was really looking forward to that one round. It was a special one.
What?
Anyway, what else did you find out, Wolfie?
Sal scored the highest possible percentage in number of votes for which Stern staffer is the biggest racist. He got 11 votes, or 84% of the votes.
Right.
No brainer there.
Right.
Which staffer would you never invite to your house? Sal received 5 votes, or 41%.
Right.
Benji came in second in that category.
Right.
How many votes?
How many votes did he get?
Let's see. That is... Yeah, I had to put this thing into a spreadsheet. He received three votes.
Okay.
If given the opportunity, which Stern staffer would most likely sleep with a coworker's wife or partner? Sal received 5 votes, or 38%.
Yep.
Which Stern staffer is most disingenuous? Sal, 5 votes, or 41%.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big, if there's only 13 people in the survey, that's a pretty big hunk of people.
And your staff also thought that Sal would write an unauthorized book, tell-all book about you when you retire.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
what else you got?
Scott Salem scored well in that category as well with 3 votes. Artie took some hits. I think most of these make sense. Which staffer is the most mentally unstable? 8 votes, or 66% of the vote. Artie was also voted as most dishonest. 7 votes, or 53%.
Yeah, Artie does lie a lot.
Well, yeah. I don't think you'd have to worry about your money around Artie.
Right.
But he can't be trusted to tell the truth about himself.
No, not at all. Yeah, as I've learned. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah.
I always wonder, too, I can't wait for Artie's next book to find out, how he's been telling us he's been going to the psychiatrist 3 times a week?
He's not going to a psychiatrist.
I've been hearing that he's not going at all.
Yeah.
Except for his medication.
But I don't even think... I can't imagine the person you referred to him would be putting up with that.
Yeah, and I think, because then Artie even goes as far as to tell me on the air, and I don't even ask. Unsolicited, he goes, I'm thinking of start going 5 days a week.
Right. Nobody asks him to say these things.
I have a theory about that. I think Artie is so worried about his mother and sister, in terms of what he tells them, that he has to somehow work onto the air that he's been going 3 days a week.
But they already know.
Because I don't even ask him.
They already know he's lying. And so I don't know why he does it.
Yeah. It's weird. But then Artie says in his book, drug addicts just lie about everything. And I'm like, well, why does he have to lie about it to me? I don't even ask him. I don't even say to him,
I guess it's like you want to stay in practice.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't want to stop lying and then slip up.
I think I have a whole theory where he's doing it for his mother and sister. He thinks that they believe him.
Yeah, I think that he thinks we all believe him.
Yeah. Well, I do believe him. That's the problem. I'm the most naive one here. I hate to say it.
This is the conversation where he flipped out on me, if you remember.
Right.
I had said on the wrap-up show that Artie lies. I didn't say that every word that comes out of his mouth is a lie, but I said Artie lies, and he was listening in his car, and he got really mad.
Yeah.
And he came in the next day, and he attacked me, verbally attacked me.
And then in his book, he admits to how much lying he does.
Yeah, but Artie's also got a line for lying, meaning he's like, he says, listen, of course a guy is going to lie about cheating on his wife, and he goes, I'm going to lie about taking drugs because I could lose my job.
Right.
So that he's like, that's a lie I have to tell.
And you should understand that for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make him a liar for some reason.
You said it, Robin. Artie, if you're listening, Robin said it.
It's confusing. Well, I tend to believe Artie no matter what he says.
Well, he says it in a convincing way. I mean, he's a good liar.
Because I've sat down, had heart to hearts with him off the air on the couch there, and I read in his book that he was lying to me.
Yeah, the thing that, he says these things that don't go... First of all, he keeps telling us how he loves his therapist.
Yeah.
Do you love therapy?
No, I hate it.
Of course not.
I hate going.
Nobody loves therapy.
No, it's horrible. I just know I need to go because then I get all fucking crazy.
Right, but that's why that was the first tip-off to me. He's not struggling with therapy. He's claiming he loves this guy.
He loves him. There's no love when you're sitting there going, wait a second, I can be doing anything else. What am I doing in this office?
And you're making me talk about my father again.
Right. I don't want to do this. I know I need to do it, but I don't want to do it.
It's absolute torture.
Right. Yeah, that is, you're right. Who says they love their therapist?
I love this guy. He's the greatest guy. I can't wait to talk to him. I can't wait to go see him.
Yeah, and trust me, it's never like a great conversation either. It's like they press all the wrong buttons and they force you to think about shit.
And you come out depressed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who loves the guy? He loves him. I love this guy.
He's so smart. He's always talking about how smart the therapist is.
Of course he's smart.
Yeah, because he's not going.
Yeah. Yeah. To make-believe friend. But who knows? I mean, I never know. All right, so what else did you find out?
Which Stern staffer is most jealous of the success of others? Scott Salem received 10 votes, and there were very few double-digit votes, but he got 10 at 76% of the vote.
He is. He's the most jealous. He really is.
That was Scott Salem. I was thinking Scott DePay.
No,
Scott Salem has to have that vote, yes.
Yeah, he's angry with everyone who gets anything.
Scott the engineer also scored very high in terms of who is the laziest. He got 7 votes, or 53% of the vote. So
that's
half
accurate.
the people in that office think that Scott's the laziest person there.
Fuck everyone.
Right.
They also felt that Scott will speak publicly badly about you after you retire.
I believe that.
Well, he's going to have to get the first book out.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to be interested in a book that he writes if somebody else writes a book.
I'm writing a book.
Are you kidding me?
Anything else?
Well, keeping with that trend, that he would immediately jump ship if he received a higher paying job offer.
Bullshit, man.
Right, that's true.
Which Stern staffer has the strongest desire to be a part of the inner circle? Sal received that, 8 votes, or 61%, followed by Jason and Scott, the engineer, that each got 2 votes.
Yeah, no, it's Sal. That's accurate. Boy, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty dead on.
Which Stern staffer is the least creative? Ronnie received 3 votes, or 23%, but the thing that made me laugh was Tim Sabian got 2 votes.
Right.
So the guy that's in charge of the vision of your channels, he got 2 votes that he's the least creative. I'd love to find out who wrote that down.
That's good. I like that. What else? Anything else stick out at you? Or is that it?
There's a bunch of stuff. Let's see. When Howard retires, which Stern staffer will struggle to find a new job? Your man, JD, 5 votes, or 38%.
Yeah.
Followed by Sal with 3 votes. Who is going to sign autographs at conventions after you retire? Sal and Scott tied with 4 votes apiece.
And what else?
Which Stern staffer will have the biggest career after you retire? John Hine, Artie, and Robin all tied with 4 votes apiece, or 28% of the vote.
Right.
One of the big categories, which Stern staffer has the worst breath? I would have bet it was Gary, but no, JD, 7 votes or 63% of the audience.
Wow. I've never been that close to JD. Does he really have a bad breath?
Howard, it used to be so bad it would knock you over, but I think he's done something about it. I think it's better, but I think people are still voting off of what it was.
Wonder what he did.
We talked to him about it. Somebody did.
Who spoke to him?
Might have been me. I can't remember. I remember somebody had to talk to him. It was bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now his breath smells like Zoloft.
And Gary did do well in that category. He got 3 votes. And one that just kind of popped up that surprised me, Will Murray got 1 vote. So someone in there thinks that Will is the worst smelling breath.
What?
Jason talked to JD about his breath.
Oh, okay.
Wonder what that was like. Jason, that had to be a rough conversation. You got to admire Jason for that. That's a nice thing to do. I just could never bring myself to do that.
Did he do it voluntarily, or did somebody talk and he got the short straw?
How did you get to be the guy to talk to him?
It was very awkward. Well, it was when JD was an intern, and we didn't know he was going to stay here.
Mhm.
So, I took him aside into the green room, and I just said, because I like him a lot, and I said, if you're going out on job interviews and stuff, you really have to do something about your breath, because I don't want you to not get a job because you're knocking someone out from across the desk. And I said, it's a real thing. I'm not saying this to be a douche, even though everyone thinks I'm a douche.
Right.
And that was it. I just said, I really think that's important for you to find a job in the future.
So what did he end up doing?
I don't know, but he changed like that day.
Wow.
So you'll have to ask him what he did. It was weird, but I wanted.
He must have gone home and used everything but Comet in that mouth.
Lysol.
Yeah.
I know that was kind of a dicky thing to do, but
it's not.
It's a wonderful thing.
You know what? You did him a favor.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't reek.
Yeah. Well, and on all of us a favor in the long run.
Right. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Boy, that takes balls. I could never do that. That takes such balls. I had a friend once who, a woman who used to wear perfume, and it just mixed with her body's
in a bad
chemistry.
way?
I mean, she smelled so bad.
Mm.
And she would put this perfume
And
on.
she had no idea.
And I never could tell her.
Oh, so you let her go on like
Yep. She still stinks to high heaven.
Oh.
I mean, just smells like rotten shit. I'm not kidding, that bad.
Wow.
And I talked to a bunch of people about it. But
And they all knew it was going on.
JD, what did you do to reverse the thing?
I brush my teeth and I brush the tongue.
Did you used to not brush?
And I try and chew gum sometimes.
Did you used to not brush?
Probably not as often as I was probably Richard back then, but I'm trying to. I'm working
You're working on it, huh?
But I'm also chewing gum too because I'm very self-conscious about it too.
And do you floss and everything?
I don't floss.
Were you glad Jason told you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, of course you don't want to hear that, but sometimes you got to be told.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird being the recipient of always bad news. You know? you never get anything. Hey, I just wanted to pull you aside and tell you how handsome you look today.
I've yet for that to happen. So.
Hey, JD.
How's your medication? Because, dude, I even think you're speaking better.
I think so, too. And he smiles all the time.
He's a very smiley guy now. It's like it's weird.
I don't know.
Like, you never used to smile like this.
Oh, whatever.
I mean, like...
He's just a happy-go-lucky guy
Yeah, you're just like a whole different person.
No, I am not.
You're like a guy who gets... You're like a guy who's banging, Eva Herzegova.
No, well, that ain't happening. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I hate to say this, I probably can't use you anymore. You're a lot funnier.
Whatever.
No, but seriously, how's that medication work out? Do people notice that you're just like a happy-go-lucky guy now?
No, I'm not exactly happy-go-lucky. I mean, I didn't leave my apartment all weekend.
Oh, you
so
didn't?
I'm not, I'm not exactly socializing all over the place.
Don't you love the weekend, though? That's what I do. I just sit inside.
Yeah,
oh, yeah. So, I catch up on DVR stuff and watch football and watch football basically all day.
You watch football and watch football?
Yeah,
it's great.
I watch football and watch football.
Yeah.
But I'm not noticing that. I'm just sort of
happy.
I don't know. I didn't get much sleep last night because I tried going to bed at like 9 o'clock, and I still got to get used to that. So, but taking Xanax before I go to sleep seemed to work out okay.
No.
So
Now,
far, it didn't work out last night, but.
Have you seen the doctor again?
I'm seeing her tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, good.
For follow-up.
Yeah, I'm sure you're doing something wrong.
I'm sure you need some kind of an adjustment.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Came in this morning, the kid was tap dancing. he's happy-go-lucky. All right, thank you, Jim.
Oh, okay.
All right, Wolfie, anything else? Because I got to move along.
Yeah, I was going to say that to boost JD's confidence, he was voted easiest to replace.
Oh, no.
Jason also did very well in that category. The other stuff, let's see, who was most underappreciated? Do you have any guesses at that?
Scott the engineer.
Not even close.
Who
Will
is it?
Murray, 4 votes or 30%.
Yeah, Will doesn't get, like, Gary's always coming up to me, I don't think you understand how good Will and Jason are. I go, what do you mean I don't understand? Why are they...
Because you get on the air every day and you go, I don't know what it will do.
I'm just busting balls. I know what Will does.
But they take it personally.
Well, tell them to get over it.
They take that personally.
Well, tell them to get over it.
Get over that, too?
Yeah, take that personally.
Howard, there is one other thing.
Tell them not to take things personally.
There's one other thing that I'm dying to talk about that was in the poll.
Go ahead.
I think I told you so. It turns out that somebody gave Jason every negative vote that you could give on the sheet.
Wow.
I was wondering if that person wants to step forward.
It's got to be Will.
You think?
Yeah. Will doesn't like Jason.
Or that could be a Benji move.
No, it wasn't me. I got to bet who it was.
Who do you think it was?
It was either Sal or Jason.
No, it's Will.
Sal or Jason.
It's not
Was it you?
Absolutely not.
No?
Dude, that Jason thing was like, we were in the middle of a fight. We're fine. We're actually good friends.
Yeah.
All right.
You have him over to your house and stuff?
Yeah, I invite him, but, he doesn't come over.
He doesn't?
He doesn't leave his house on weekends.
Oh, really?
No.
What's the excuse?
He hasn't left his house in a month because Call of Duty 6 came out. He's on it, not him, DePace, and one of the other guys at work here. They're on it nonstop. But Jason, he said to me Monday, it came out like on Thursday. Monday morning he came in and he was laughing. He goes, I'm so embarrassed to say this. He goes, this was one of those weekends I wished I wasn't married so I could have played it all weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't it annoying? Like you just want to play your video game or something?
Can I just have a weekend divorce?
I want to be single for the weekend. Call of Duty 6, what is that, like a war game?
Yeah, my kid plays it, but DePace and Jason and somebody else are on it. They do it on the headset so they can play against each other. And I heard that, like, somebody told me last week, I think DePace logged in, I want to see 18 hours, something like that.
But he's got young kids. How does he get time? 18 hours.
And he wonders why people question what kind of father he is.
18 hours of...
video games.
That's kind of childish. Dude.
It's not 18 hours, first of all.
Why are you logged on?
How many is it?
It's 25 hours now.
What it's up to, total playing, it's up to 1 day and, I don't know, 5 hours.
You don't even like Jason, though, but you guys are you're good friends.
I like killing him on the game. It's good.
You guys get on and you talk on the headset?
Yeah, it's totally weird. We don't even, we could hate each other here in the morning and say really nasty shit to each other, and then later on Xbox, we just act like that never happened. We're like, hey, dude.
Dude, but this game is so fun.
Yeah?
I think if I'm ever going to be addicted to something, it's this.
What do? You get on and you're a character.
Suddenly you're a guy in like South America somewhere, and you've got different machine guns, you've got Uzis, you've got knives, you've got hand grenades, rocket launchers, and you're going around hiding behind things. You see a guy way over there, you take your sniper rifle out, you zoom way in, you punk him right in the head, and blood goes out. And
that's Jason? Like Jason's the other guy?
Yeah, so I see Jason over there, and I go...
and he shoots back at you?
Oh, yeah. He shoots back, and then...
Does he ever kill you, or do you always kill him?
Yeah, but I get him more time.
The best thing is, we wanted Scott to call into Geek Time to talk about how he loves video games, and you wear a headset with a microphone, but Scott...
you got to tape yourself.
He spends his Saturday online with me and Shuli playing Shoot 'em Up, and but he
says...
You
guys got to videotape that. I got to see that.
My wife comes home from work. She comes home from work and she sees me with the headset on. She goes, "Oh my god!"
I married her.
You're happy, though. It makes you happy.
You know what? I said to my, I said, I think I have a problem. This game is just so fun. That's all I want to do. But I'm like, well, look, if I'm having fun, what's the downside?
Well,
No
there's
downside.
a real war you could get into.
Yeah. See, that's how I am about chess.
Yeah.
Like I spend hours on it. I'm just obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I suck at it, but I'll keep going back to it.
What is life for? To be happy, and if that's what does it, then what the
That
hell?
makes you happy, I guess. Go ahead.
The game is total nonsense, but it's fun. Yeah.
I might have to get into that video game with these guys.
What's it called?
Get on there and shoot some of these fucks. I don't know. Sounds dumb. Wolfie, anything else?
Yeah, last thing, I identified some individual trends that I thought were very interesting. Someone on the show thinks that Gary is the biggest ass kisser, the biggest user, and the biggest on-air whore.
User?
I bet. Was Ralph included in this survey?
No, but someone did write his name down a couple of times.
He was a write-in vote.
Yeah, I would think Ralph would maybe say that about Gary.
Someone also thinks that Gary is the biggest gossip and ass kisser. Those are two completely different individuals.
Gee, I wish I knew who voted that way.
Someone thinks that Tim is the biggest douche, ass kisser, and is the most disingenuous. I would love to know who that person is.
Oh, that's funny.
Another individual thought that Tim is the least creative and the biggest ass kisser.
Yeah.
This next one stings. Someone thinks that Ronnie is the biggest douche, the most disliked, and the worst parent.
Ronnie the limo driver.
Ronnie the limo driver. Who could that be? Who thinks that Ronnie's the worst parent?
I wonder. There's a lot. There's a whole other show of people stepping forward.
I want to know. Okay, somebody thinks I'm the biggest gossip. I'll take that one.
Hey,
somebody thinks I'm the biggest ass kisser. I'll take that one. But the biggest user, that one, I'm sort of curious about.
Hey, Wolfie.
Yeah.
This is Benji. I may have. If you tell me who did the person that said Gary's the biggest ass kisser and biggest gossip say Richard Christie's the worst parent?
No.
Okay.
Oh, was that you? You said Richard Christie's the worst parent? He's not a parent.
No. Well, I couldn't decide between everybody, and he had did an abortion, so.
Richard Christie had an abortion?
Yeah, he paid for one. He admitted that on the air.
Oh. Yeah, I guess he was a pretty bad dad. He killed his kid.
Bad dad to that one, yeah.
All right. Hey, Wolfie, thanks, man.
Hey, no problem at all.
Yeah.
Enjoy, guys.
Thanks. I wish people would step forward. That would be so good.
I would tell. It's hard to remember everything you put.
Yeah, well, it's anonymous. You'd have to see the sheets.
Wolfie's a good man. He comes up with a lot of good bits.
Drew, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing today? It's early, right?
The camera in the face, right? First thing. Thanks for that.
Sorry.
So I had to do terrestrial radio until 3 in the morning, so it's now 5:45, 7 or something.
So
it's tough.
So what brings you back?
I am promoting Celebrity Rehab 3. Got a lot of stuff to talk about because this group was really intense. It was Tom Sizemore and Heidi Fleiss and Dennis Rodman and Mackenzie Phillips. So all people you guys know, I think.
Yeah, we do.
But they were great, but they were tough, and so I imagine these guys will have questions for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of things to talk about today.
Yeah. Please don't say it that way. It always scares me. Well, Artie's not here, right?
No, he's not.
So that's one bullet dodge for me.
Yeah.
So, but it'll be fine. I'm looking forward to talking to the guys. I really am.
All right.
It's I go long without talking to Howard. It bothers me. No, really, I like Artie. I really miss Artie too, and I hope whatever's going on with him, that he's doing well.
How is it different when he's not here? Because you've been here.
It's been different. When Artie is here, it's different every time I'm here because it depends what mood Artie's in. But has he ever not been here when I've been here? I don't think so, right?
Oh, so this is the first?
I think. Yeah, I think. Maybe Gary can tell us, but I think so. So it'll just be Robin abusing me.
All right, well, we'll see you in there.
Will do. Thanks.
Dr. Drew is here. I want to talk to him. I was just reading one of those gossip magazines, which I often do, and Dr. Drew had his shirt off on some vacation. And
did they get him with the trunks and topless?
Yeah. But they were saying it's like Dr. Drew is a secret hunk. Did you see that?
Secret hunk?
Yeah. You posed for that.
No, I did not.
Oh, bullshit.
No, I did not.
You're a secret hunk.
And
where were you?
I was in Hawaii, and I was flipped out by it. I complained to the hotel. I'm like, are you kidding me? Why don't you tell us? You got these guys camped out all over the place.
Hawaii's the worst.
I didn't. What do I know? And my wife, women are about themselves, and so she's scrutinizing it with a jeweler's loop and pissed off. And
I didn't think you looked that good.
No, she's looking at herself. She's looking at her stuff, and then the kids are in there.
The one I saw of you, there was no kids. It was just
Thank
you.
God. That was Us Weekly. Just printed that one thing.
You were topless.
Yeah. Strange, I was running around all day without trunks either. So I missed that part. So
I read that your workout routine is very peculiar to me. You run for a month, and then you work out with weights for a month.
Hi, Robin.
Hello.
In other words, you won't do both.
No, I do both, but I'm compulsive, and so I started going in one direction. All of a sudden, I find after a few weeks, I'm just lifting weights. I stopped running at it, and I don't even notice it. Then all of a sudden, I'll start compulsively running and doing less weightlifting. It's just the way. I'm my brain.
Meanwhile, I got to congratulate you. This season coming up. Now, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. But if you blow it, and this isn't a good season, then there's something wrong with you, because you got a group there that's, I would think, toxic. You're talking about celebrity rehab now, not sex addiction. Celebrity rehab.
Celebrity rehab starts on Thursday.
And I applaud you on celebrity sex addiction. I would say it was probably my top 3 shows this past season.
Thank you for that.
I mean, that and Lamas.
That
Leave It to Lamas. Love that. I'm not kidding. Love Leave It to Lamas. Love celebrity sex addiction.
Yeah.
Well,
this is the most difficult group we've ever treated, and diverse too, because we've got Dennis Rodman, who could not get. He's court-ordered to treatment. He's going to go to prison, and you would have thought none of that.
Highly motivated, right?
No, not the least. I mean, so resistant.
He's going to prison?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Or jail.
What's going on?
He had another domestic violence and another disturbance at his house, and the police go there like 700 times or something.
Wow.
Yeah, and
is he mentally ill?
Well, I can't say that per se, but his level of the resistance was so profound. I actually ended up getting brain scans on him and showing him that his brain was not working right at all.
It isn't working right.
No, it is not working right, and that didn't matter to him.
When a guy
when your brain's not working right, why would it?
Why matter? Why let it matter?
Now, the court ordered him to go to celebrity rehab?
No, they ordered him to treatment, and they accepted it, but I had to be satisfied with his level of participation, and I was not.
So, in other words, you said to the court, he did not cooperate. Lock him up.
They sent me a letter from what he'd been doing in Florida. I'm like, this is BS. This is not who I'm dealing with. I don't know who wrote this damn letter, but this is BS.
What was he doing in Florida?
Supposedly some kind of outpatient program, and they're like, he's participating, he's active, he's fully. I'm like,
they were glowing.
Yeah, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Was it sort of like what Artie was doing for a while, like when he had the 2 cops watching him? And
no, this was actually a legitimate, but like a 3-hour a day, 3 days a week kind of an outpatient program.
And you felt it wasn't enough?
I think he schmoozed them, and he got somebody to write a letter that was no reflection of what was really going on.
When you say to Dennis Rodman, Dennis, look, even though this is a TV show and some of this is shtick in the sense that, look, there's a camera on you, you've got to take it seriously.
No, I watched some footage of me going, Dennis, he goes, look, here's my problem. I'm going, Dennis, I got a problem. Here's the letter from the court. I have to be satisfied you're participating actively. I got to write the letter back, and if you don't participate, I ain't writing that letter. And he's like, yeah, sure.
So I'd rather go to jail, he says.
He doesn't even go that far. It's just like,
boom,
whatever.
Boom, out go the lights.
Whatever. Yeah, just whatever. I don't know what he's thinking because he never tells me.
What is the personality affect there? You're a psychiatrist.
No, I'm actually an internist addictionologist. That's my kind of
whatever.
But
say you're a psychiatrist. It's a lot easier. People never heard of internist addictionologist.
I know, it's hard for me.
Yeah, that's a new one on me.
Yeah, that sounds kind of lame.
Addictionologist.
No offense, but that doesn't sound good.
I think you made that up.
I didn't make it up, but it does sound lame.
Go ahead. So
just all I get is just deep rigidity and resistance. And I actually...
But what is that?
Well...
be honest.
Well, I actually thought it was autism.
Right.
And so I actually haven't seen an autism specialist when he's in treatment. I don't remember whether this was all a big blur because it was intense. This whole thing was very intense for me. And because, again, as you know, these people having a good experience and good outcome is deeply important to me. And I had him see an autism specialist from UCLA.
Right.
And he thought maybe it was more of an Asperger's type thing that was making it difficult for him because Dennis Rodman can focus like nobody I've ever seen. He literally would read.
Is he retarded, maybe?
No, nothing like that. No, it's not cognitive.
Did you give him an IQ test?
I didn't, but I can tell you he's a smart guy. It's not cognitive. It's more of a... He can hyper-focus on things. I mean, think about it. The world's greatest rebounder. He can focus on something like that.
Right.
But in terms of processing and objectivity and insight, they're just not there.
So when you turn to Dennis Rodman and you say at the end of this, look, you didn't participate
he
properly.
finally did.
He opened up.
He started going. But it took quite, literally dragging him, kicking and screaming.
So he isn't going to jail because of the letter you wrote, is he?
No, I wrote a pretty good letter for him.
You said, okay, he participated.
He did.
He is not going to jail.
He is not going to jail.
Does he need more?
He had to do 100 hours community service, and we had to supervise him through that and make him do that, and that was hard to get him to do that.
And is he a sex addict? I mean, here is a guy who told me on my show he was married to what I think is one of the most beautiful women in the world, Carmen Electra.
Yeah.
And certainly she could have done him some good, even in terms of his celebrity and all of this. And within days of their marriage, he's in bed having sex with a woman. Carmen Electra walks in on him.
Two women.
Is that what happened?
2 women. Yeah. And she says, what are you doing with these women in bed? And he said, what women?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That is a perfect.
Yeah.
That is what's like dealing with Dennis day in and day out.
Right.
You go, Dennis. What's with the green suit? What
Yeah.
green suit?
Yeah.
It's like,
well, she said to him, "What is with these women?"
Yeah.
And he says, "They dropped out of the
so
ceiling." He said.
frustrating.
Yeah.
He said they
that's
fell
so
out of the
Dennis.
ceiling.
That is so Dennis.
Right. Do you like him?
I do like him.
You like
I do.
Dennis Rodman?
I did. I can't say I was enjoyed dealing with him at the beginning, but I ended up. And he kept saying, "Yeah, you'll get to know me," and I did.
But isn't he physically intimidating? Aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, he is. He is.
could crush you.
Yes.
Yes, he could beat you
His
up.
thing with me, he actually offended me at one point because he kept wanting me to be. There were so many times during group, I'm going, Dennis, I'm just a person. I'm not some magical wizard. I'm just a person. I'm here to help you. I've got some specialized knowledge. But I'm not some kind of
right.
And he wanted to put me up on a pedestal and then attack me. And I kept saying, no, I don't care. You don't want to help, you go to jail. That's your business.
Well, don't you think he's angry with you because you can't fill the black hole inside of him? He has such neediness, and he has such hunger and so many needs, and has no father. And don't you think he's angry with you?
He wants to be angry with me, I think. But we never had that kind of thing going. But he started treatment. It was funny, we're talking a lot about Dennis. I know you want to talk about Heidi and Tom.
I'll get to
really
that.
where it's more interesting.
Dennis is pretty interesting.
Dennis is pretty interesting. And he starts out treatment going, I have no family. I literally, I go, what's your family history? I don't know anything.
He has a sister.
Well, we end up getting his mother and bringing her out.
Oh, no kidding.
And she is delightful. And strangely enough, the way we were able to make inroads with him is that we have this woman that works in our facility named Shirley. And Shirley, somehow, she's one of these sort of big, self-assured African-American women who really just doesn't take any grief from guys like Dennis. And she was able to kind of bust his balls a little bit. And he became like a little boy with her, strangely. And she was able to get through to him. And it turned out Mom's name was Shirley. Shirley Ann, which is this woman's name.
Why is it that he said to you, I don't have a mother, I don't have a sister?
He never
You don't know.
I don't know. I don't, right there.
Is this his biological mom or the family he moved in with?
No,
he moved in with a family.
I know. We brought the biological mom out, and she could not have been a more wonderful person. She was delightful.
So what do you think?
She was like, Dennis, you're forsaking your family. We love you, son. You can't forsake your family.
When was the last time she saw him?
May have been the last time when I had a session with him.
And when she turned to him and said, we love you, son, why have you forsaken your family? What did he say?
I'm not sure if at that point, this is where the stuff gets funky with the cameras rolling. He had some resentments towards his sister, and he kind of didn't want to talk about it. And my job is not to out somebody with stuff they don't want to tell.
I see.
Know what I mean?
Is that the problem, though, with this kind of therapy, that because the cameras are rolling, people are not going to get real therapy because they were afraid to open up? Maybe Dennis would have opened up and maybe cried and embraced his sister.
For addicts and alcoholics early in treatment, too intensive a work doesn't serve them. It makes them want to go use drugs.
I was going to ask you about that, because sometimes I think you should get more psychological with them, but you avoid that.
You avoid it. One of the things for me in doing the sex rehab program, I brought this team together of experts that do sex addiction every day. I don't do that treatment every day. One of the things that shocked me in that was how fast and how deep they got into some heavy stuff. We tend to go, look, we know that stuff's there. 6 months from now, when you're stable, not using drugs, in your recovery, then we get into that stuff.
I noticed on your season of Sex Addiction, which I thought was terrific, though the star of the show was a girl who people don't know. She was on my show. This Paniche, Carrie Ann Paniche. She was on my show. She was delightful. I had no idea. Then I saw the show and I said, she's a fucking vomit. I mean, I've never seen
she's a person, when you get to know her better, you don't like her.
I've never seen a more toxic human being. And now you're having her back on Celebrity Rehab.
Well, turns out she was strung out on speed.
Okay.
We didn't know it. She kept denying. I kept kind of thinking she was.
Well, you sort of indicated you thought her behavior, it was indicative of substance abuse.
But she was taking Adderall, which was showing up as amphetamine in her urine, and the psychiatrist saw her and said, yes, she needs Adderall. It's like, oh, for God's sakes, if she's an amphetamine addict, we're giving her Adderall. Horrible idea. Right. Well, that's what ended up happening. So we offered, she actually does pretty well in celebrity rehab. It's a much more appropriate treatment for her. There's a great case of somebody that can't tolerate all that deep work. They just can't do it.
When you hear that you have Heidi Fleiss and Tom Sizemore, who have had a legendary toxic relationship, do you smack your hands together and lick your lips and go, my God, this is going to be a great season?
No. I listen, all of it is just heavier lifting for me.
Isn't he court-ordered away from Heidi Fleiss?
Not that I'm aware of. Because I don't get involved in the casting, right? Because I can't go, hey, Tom, you're severely strung out. but wait till the cameras heat up in a month. And it's like, no, you got to go get treatment right now.
Okay.
So I stay out of it. All I need to know is that they go through a very intensive consent process where they were really clear they're rendering consent.
Tom Sizemore is nuts, right?
Tom Sizemore is severe drug addict. He's not nuts. He's a severe drug addict.
When you say severe, what does that mean?
Heroin and amphetamine. I mean, really bad.
Is he? So he came to you. He was using.
Oh yeah,
he was.
Oh yeah.
And when he wasn't married to Heidi Fleiss. He was her boyfriend.
But that was years
ago.
Now you should know that.
And he beat her. Didn't they get into physical fights?
They did.
For that.
There's a little bit of back and forth with them about that. He claims he was exonerated. She claims there's all this proof. They did.
Did they come to blows during your season with them?
No.
How long is it? How long?
Well, not in celebrity rehab. In sober, they go into sober house too. The two of them, and that's where things begin to unravel a little bit.
Physical fighting.
I end up basically having to move into the sober house.
Yeah, isn't it dangerous for the two of them to be? I mean, it is a little bit.
Is it really good for them to try to get sober together?
Dr. Drew, isn't it a little bit toxic and dangerous to put those two in a room together?
If they were family members or presently romantically involved, we would never consider it. It's just not possible. They claim they had solved their issues. They had no problem. They would be fine with it. They really were very reassuring, and they were most of the way. They really.
How does she look? She started to do a tremendous amount of speed and also plastic surgery with the big lips and all that.
What I can tell you is that Heidi, by the end of treatment, really looks good.
She does.
Yeah,
you clean her up a little bit.
Yeah, a lot.
Get her out of the heavy makeup and all that kind of stuff.
She's sick. She gets sick. She has a full-on detox, big detox.
What is she into?
Vicodin and speed. Yeah.
Vicodin and speed.
Yeah.
Well, how do people get addicted to Vicodin? I've taken these Vicodin and then nothing happens to me.
You don't have the gene. You ain't got it.
I don't have it.
And you don't take as much as they do.
Well, no, but
I took 2 of them with a couple of glasses of wine, which you're not supposed to do, and nothing happened.
I did the same thing when I had a toothache.
It's a case.
I didn't have no toothache. I was looking to get high.
Oh, stop it!
It's a case in point of how the biology of the individuals differ in the relation to chemicals. And for instance, when I take Vicodin, I hate how I feel.
Sure.
In fact, I had a hernia operation, and I was supposed to take 2 Vicodin, and I kept avoiding. I didn't want to take it because I felt, and the pain got so severe. I started having suicidal ideation.
What is that?
What is wrong with you?
I started thinking like I got to get out of it. I got to get this pain. It's too much. I can't tolerate it. Maybe I should kill myself. Thinking, not
from one Vicodin.
No, from the pain.
Before.
Oh, I see.
And that's how much I didn't want to take the Vicodin.
Right.
That's how bad the Vicodin made me feel.
Have you yourself
I better take this
decided that maybe you should take some drugs to see what it's like, to see what the patients are going through? Would you ever try heroin to just understand what everyone is going through?
And I'm confident I wouldn't like it because I don't like opiates. I feel like hell on them.
It's funny with this show. You got some good. Now you got Mackenzie Phillips.
Mackenzie, who's great.
That's a hot ticket.
Yeah. Who knew? I knew what was going on. I didn't know that it would be such a public.
Does she talk about her father raping her? I knew her father.
Yeah.
He's a delightful guy.
Yeah.
Never raped you.
Never touched me once.
He didn't. Yeah, there was the one rape, I guess. I mean, she talks about it as, when a child gets into that situation, her perception was that she was consenting to it, that she was an active participant.
But there's been some controversy with her where they're saying perhaps it didn't happen, that all drug addicts are liars. Now, I'm not saying this about her.
Drug addicts are liars, but it fit very well what was going on with her.
You feel she's telling the truth?
Yeah, it fit.
You believe her story that her father was having sexual relations with her?
Yeah.
Is that a very common thing?
Very common.
It is, huh?
What?
That's got to be the sickest goddamn thing.
Particularly opiate addicts, they have a lot of sexual abuse, and family members are the perpetrators.
I have said on the air that I believe that there are so many sexual predators out there that, especially in the case of child rape, I believe in castration, and I don't know why this country doesn't talk about it more. What do you think of that?
Well, listen, I've gone through this. You've talked to enough trauma survivors here on this show, all the strippers and stuff like that. These people are all been through that stuff.
Thank God for it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a show.
Put you out of business.
Now you're against the castration.
I need it. No, but be serious.
And maybe you've seen what I've seen, because, of course, we talk to these same kinds of folks on Loveline that are out there in the community, which is that come even 15 years ago, 10 years ago, people were like, oh, sexual abuse has always been around. We're just talking about it more now. No.
It's an epidemic.
It's an epidemic.
Right.
And look, somebody that's a perpetrator doesn't perpetrate on one kid. They perpetrate on lots of them.
And then
the kids perpetrate on other kids.
And it's shown that you can't rehabilitate these predators.
I don't think that's true.
See, he would be for rehabilitation.
Yeah, I would be. And they're always at risk, I'll give you that, and they need to be carefully monitored. But
Fred has this theory that all of, like the internet and the proliferation of child pornography is creating more predators.
We don't know the impact of all pornography.
I don't
right?
understand something with you. I'm going to get back to this season of Celebrity Rehab because it's an interesting cast. I want to ask you about some of the people, but there's something I don't understand about you. I mean, you're a doctor. You must make a good living. Now, I've read where, like, Andy Dick, the comedian.
Yes.
You are actually his doctor outside of any television show.
Correct.
That you are considered his private physician or whatever. And that at times Andy Dick gets so off the wall that he calls you in the middle of the night because he's feeling like he's going to do drugs and this and that. When Andy is no longer on the TV show, are you paid to be his doctor? In other words, do you charge him a fee?
Yeah, when he comes see me in my office and stuff, sure.
You do?
Yeah.
So is Andy okay?
So do you have a private practice?
Yeah. But I have two different...
I'm wondering how you make a living. I mean, the TV show can't pay that much.
No. I have two different jobs. One is I have a general medical practice, which I've been doing for 25 years. Then I run an addiction recovery program at a psychiatric hospital.
It sounds very time-consuming.
It can be, but I have partners where I basically head teams, and so I can move in and out very flexibly. I've spent most of my career building that flexibility.
Wait a second. You do the radio show.
Radio's my primary living.
Does it pay a lot of money?
It's my primary living, yeah.
It's a couple $1 million?
No. not Stern living.
No, come on.
But no.
You don't make you make $1 million?
No. At one time I did.
From the radio show, you don't get $1 million? No.
But compared
Isn't
to...
it syndicated all over the country? How many stations is that on?
On 60, I think 65.
67.
Yeah. But listen, practicing medicine, you're lucky if you make $150,000 a year. That's a lot of money.
You can make $300,000 a year.
If you really killed yourself. You really killed yourself, yeah. But that's a lot of people hear you talk about that.
I always thought doctors made about $300,000 a year.
It's a different day and age.
Hold it a second. I don't want to hear about a different day.
They can.
No.
Here's what they've observed is that doctors kill themselves to make what they think they should make.
Right.
And so and that number is a number that's tossed around a lot. In fact, interestingly.
So
300.
as a doctor, are you afraid of this healthcare stuff that they're talking about doing?
No, I think it's going to be a good thing.
Most doctors I know.
In general medicine, I think it's going to be
most doctors I know are very much against it because they say we don't make that much of a living now, and it's going to get worse. And you know what? A lot of guys aren't going to go into medicine because it's getting shittier and shittier.
That's true.
You know,
that's already happening.
Yeah, exactly, Robin. And particularly in primary care, it's really bad.
When you went to med school, where'd you go to med school?
USC.
USC. When you're a young guy who's going to be a doctor, that's the mother lode to most girls, right? I mean, you probably got laid like a son of a bitch, didn't you? And don't tell me no. How much pussy, I'm going to be honest with you, did you get? And you're a nice-looking guy.
He wasn't the sex addict.
No, I'm not talking about that.
By the time
he has elements of it. Yeah, believe me.
He has a touch.
Yeah, all guys do.
By the time I was 24, I had met my wife.
Right. And how many girls did you have before your wife?
Oh, I don't feel comfortable talking about it. I really don't.
I feel comfortable talking about it.
No, I know. My kids listen to your show and stuff.
Your kids don't listen to this. Well, you become a responsible parent.
You would tell them this?
Not yet.
No?
I'll come a couple years from now.
But you were a pretty good magnet for women because you had the...
I really enjoyed dating. I really enjoyed it. I like meeting people and going out and stuff.
You must be a super smart guy. What'd you get on your SATs? I mean, you get into medical school.
Well, that was college. I went to Amherst College.
USC?
Amherst. No, I went to Amherst College here in Massachusetts.
That's not so good.
Amherst?
Is that a good school?
It's a great school. Yeah, okay. How dare you? Go Lord Jeff.
What'd you get on your SATs?
I think I was like a 1450 or something.
1450, that's it?
Yeah, back then. That would get you in a good school back then.
And you went to medical school with a 1450?
Yeah. This was a different time.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
How old are you?
I'm 51.
Yeah, well, but my roommate in college was 6-year med, Dr. Lou Weinstein.
Yeah, but he was 6-year.
He had he had a perfect score, I think, on the math.
Yeah.
He had like an 800.
Yeah, I got like a 750 or something like that in the math.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you fell down in the English.
Yeah, I fell down in the English. Yeah.
You don't speak so good.
Yeah.
Can't read.
Who knew I'd be talking?
Can't read so good. All right, listen. Obviously, you're a bright guy. So you're telling me the radio show doesn't make you $1 million a year. The private practice is making you about $150,000 a year.
Well, that's if I applied myself. Now I actually lose about $50,000 a year.
Well, of course, you're on the phone all night with Andy Dick. How much can that pay?
Stuff. That's right.
Well, my question is, do people really want to go to a celebrity doctor, a doctor who's on TV?
Well, the people that I treat in my general medical practice, I've been treating for 25 years.
Yeah.
And in fact, I keep my practice open, because I am so deeply involved with this group patients, and I want to keep my employees involved.
When you say you're in a private practice, what is that practice? So you help people
general medicine.
Oh, general medicine. In other words, they go to you for my yearly physical.
Exactly, or whatever.
So you stick your finger up a guy's ass?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You like that?
That I do. All the time.
You're like, I got a great job. In fact, I'm due for my yearly physical.
Do you want me to just We can knock it off right here in front of the camera if you want.
Why not? Is that weird when you have to stick your finger up a guy's ass?
No.
Yeah, you know.
What are you really feeling for?
You're feeling for the well, first you got to look at the stool, make sure there's no blood in it.
All right.
And then you're feeling for the prostate.
And you put a glove on, I take it.
Usually, yeah.
Right.
Usually.
With the prostate, you feel thousands and thousands of prostates. You get to know what.
And what do? You put KY on a guy?
You put it in yourself, and then you push. You got to get past the knuckle.
If it's a good-looking guy, you ever dim the lights?
Oh.
I don't dim the lights. I play a little soft
you look
music,
forward to doing that.
So that must be weird. Like you do the whole thing. You do a chest X-ray and all this.
Yeah, dude.
You think a chest X-ray? We overdo X-ray. There's actually some data now on CT scans and childhood exposure to CT scans.
I was just going to ask you about the CT.
Every year I go to this doctor.
We're very cavalier about it these days.
Every year I go to my guy.
Yeah, a chest X-ray every year is. I would tell you that there's no great evidence that yields anything. I mean, if you're going to do you have smoking history?
No, I mean 100 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, people argue about whether you should be getting a spiral CT scan of the chest every 5 years. That maybe.
Right.
But a chest X-ray doesn't yield very much. And I was all geared up to be an intensivist. I was heading towards cardiology. That's really where I was going.
I see.
And I started moonlighting in a psychiatric hospital, and I got so interested in the sort of the more global aspects of the human experience that I just couldn't do it.
When you stick your finger up a guy's ass, what are you looking for there? You say the prostate.
Prostate gland.
What are you checking for? Prostate cancer?
Cancer, prostatosis.
Just by touching it, you can tell if there's some cancer? You can feel cancer?
Oh, yeah.
No kidding?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you're looking for.
felt cancer?
The prostate gland is a smooth. Oh, sure.
Wow.
It's a smooth, sort of. It feels like a rubber ball.
Is there an epidemic of prostate cancer now? It seems like every guy I know in his 50s is getting
100. It's not epidemic. It's that we're living long enough. 100% of men at the age of 100 have prostate cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
and a significant percentage at 85 have it.
How do you prevent that? Is it through
the question
diet?
Is, should you? I mean, my 85-year-old patients that get prostate cancer. The prevailing wisdom is today you shouldn't even be checking PSAs in guys over 70. Because they're not going to die of prostate cancer. It's not going to kill them.
So if you're 50 years old and you're diagnosed with prostate cancer, that's a different situation.
Yeah.
Why do guys get it at 50 so much? Is it for poor diet? Out of shape?
Nah, we don't know.
And then when they do the operation, it's hard to get a boner in it.
Sometimes.
Sure.
They have these microscopic ones now that work pretty well. I would take the external beam radiation myself.
You would never get the operation?
I can't say would never. If I were in my 40s and had this, I might do the operation. Yeah.
You're saying you would get the radiation because you want to get a good thick boner. Right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Try to hold on to that.
Funny, that's what I said, didn't I?
Yeah.
Robin, is that what I said?
No, I mean, really, I don't want to give up my boner.
Words.
I really wouldn't want to.
No, that's right. For a man, it's a big deal. It's important.
What do you do as a doctor? Your guy comes in, patient. You got to give him the finger. You do the whole thing. You put the finger up his ass.
Yeah.
And let's say it smells to high heaven.
Yeah.
Do you say to the guy, listen, you got to practice better hygiene? Does the guy ever have like duty back there?
All the time. But you're looking at the duty. You're examining the duty.
You're looking at the duty.
Yeah.
You look at the duty.
You check it for blood and stuff.
God, that's some job.
It's nice, huh?
No wonder you want to be on TV. I don't blame you. I'd want to get out of that too. Good Lord, with the duty.
The one thing that you in medicine is it's a lot of the same.
What does good duty look like?
It's not that it looks like you test it for stuff. And it's what,
There's no such thing as good duty.
Here's a guy got almost an 800 on his math
and
SAT.
What's he doing?
He's checking guys' duty. I mean, it's not
good
fun.
Times, huh?
It's good times. Way to go. Boy, I'd be rushing.
It's better not to be so smart.
You're not kidding me.
But in medicine, it's a lot of repetition. It's a lot of the same thing over and over and over and over.
Has anyone ever moved their bowels on the table while you're putting your finger in their ass?
Oh, yeah, it's funny. Well,
it's
my
funny.
I had one poor guy, this is during residency, who not only did he, oh God, he was impacted, and the ER nurse like, you got to come in here. We put multiple enemas in. It doesn't happen. I go, all right, I got to go see what's going on up there.
Oh boy!
And the whole room got sprayed, entire room.
He exploded.
Oh my God! Good Lord! I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
In your face, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, you vey.
It was awesome. That's
Who has better duty, Dennis Rodman or Heidi Fleiss?
I didn't.
You didn't check them. Oh, you didn't do any of that. Okay, all right. Well, that's fair enough. I understand that. It's television.
So Heidi does actually very well in treatment. If we
she
get
does.
Back on track here.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Let me name some of the names of the people who are going to be on Dr. Drew's new season.
By the way, people always are freaked out that I wear a stethoscope when I'm running around there. That's my primary responsibility, is their medical safety.
I thought that was for TV.
Yeah, I thought you just wanted us to know you're a doctor.
I'm always like, hey, look at Dr. Drew trying to be Marcus Welby.
and particularly this group is Mike Starr, the former bassist from Dallas in Chains.
Yeah, let me ask you some
sick.
people here.
Gets really sick medically.
You got Mackenzie Phillips.
Yeah.
Tom Sizemore. Yeah. What's wrong with Mackenzie Phillips, though? I mean, it's a slew of things, right?
But
what is she addicted
to? Heroin. So at her house, she had blood all over her. Oh, we actually cleaned up her house.
She was an active heroin addict?
Until recently. Yeah, she had relapsed badly after her father's death. Remember she was arrested at LAX?
Yeah.
Bad. But Mackenzie understands addiction, understands recovery. She's had long periods of real significant recovery. So she was she actually ends up being sort of abused by the other patients for doing so well. Heidi takes off after her because she's sort of the teacher's pet. They start setting her up, and it's really very cruel stuff.
Very childish.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Phillips, Tom Sizemore, he's probably the big star. I mean, he's such wacko that he's
so
probably
sick.
great television.
He doesn't get out of bed for 2 weeks.
Is he worse off than Jeff Conaway?
No.
No?
No.
Why?
Wow.
Different.
Are you in touch with Jeff Conaway?
I am in touch with Jeff Conaway.
He's doing terribly? He is.
Yeesh.
And Tom Sizemore, when you get a guy like that, it's a gold mine because he's whacked out. He has plenty to say. But you say for 2 weeks he couldn't get out of bed. What does that mean? Depression?
No. Speed crash, and then open heroin withdrawal. So he was sick. He was
for
really
most
ill.
of the show, he's in the bed.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's the thing about this group. We have people like Mackenzie who are deeply involved in their recovery. We have people like Mindy McCready who claims to have no problem. She's a country music star.
Let's see. Tom Sizemore.
She claims to have no problem, but has a seizure right there. One night has this huge seizure, and then she's resistant. And then you've got guys like Tom Sizemore and Mike Starr, who are so sick, they're vomiting everywhere and falling and beating.
Mike Starr, Allison Chains. Who is Lisa D'Amato?
Lisa D'Amato was a cast member of America's Next Top Model.
She's super hot?
She's hot.
Hotter than Amber?
No, different. Young person.
Carrie Ann Paniche?
Carrie Ann is back in.
Did it bother you that she wears her pants so low that her whole ass crack sticks out?
Yes, and again, one of the things that, the magic of editing is that we were on her constantly. Like, we were like, every time we were like, Carrie Ann, change your clothes,
Right.
Especially in the sex rehab unit, you got to, how they present themselves is important.
And Joey Kovar, I don't know who he is.
Joey was in Real World, the guy that beat everybody up, beat some walls down and stuff.
What do you do when you get a celebrity who doesn't talk that much? It sucks for TV, though, right?
Who doesn't talk that much?
Like Nicole Rain didn't talk that much on Celebrity.
She did. I don't know why.
She didn't give enough.
Her story didn't come in.
The guy who was the surfer or whatever, his skateboard guy.
He had a ton of stuff, too. They just
cut it out.
I don't know why they make those. I wish I understood editing better, because that's not my, what do I know about
That's not your thing. All right, listen. The celebrity rehab.
I wonder if, is Drew proud of the results he's getting with these shows?
Yes. Not only do I feel like we're I've always thought my involvement with media was to change the culture a little bit, and particularly what you and I were talking about earlier with the sexual addictions and the sexual
What Drew is
abuse.
doing specifically, if I may say so, is that
he's entertaining you.
He's entertaining me.
He has to entertain her.
But also what he's doing is he's making it a little bit easier to come forward about your addictions. Right. In other words,
you think?
I do. I do believe this.
I hear that other institutions. We certainly see that at mine, that people kind of.
But I meant with the results for your patients.
Which is the next topic, which is usually, if you're doing 20% success, you're really doing very well with a group of addicts. And here we have a group that are mostly unmotivated for treatment. They kind of want to get paid, want to be on TV. And we're ending up with like about half of them really doing very well. And nearly all of them, when they finish treatment, start out resistive. They actually, when they get the question from the press, don't you feel exploited? They're like, are you kidding? I went in to exploit those guys. I wanted to get paid. I wanted to screw up their treatment process. They ended up engaging in treatment and wanting to be an inspiration to other people.
What a lineup you got. You got Rodman.
Yeah. If you can work with him, you can work with anybody.
You got Rodman. You got Tom. Who's the toughest? Rodman so far out of all the years you've been doing this so far?
No, Jeff was pretty rough.
Jeff Conaway. Yeah, sometimes do you want to just kill these guys and just go?
No. Probably in moments, but I don't walk away with that. I end up caring very deeply about all that.
I was a big, I am a big fan of the show. This past season, a lovely woman who worked for Dr. Drew gets fired on the show because, and I felt very bad for her because I would have bashed Carrie Ann over the head too.
Yeah, it was awful, but you can't touch a patient.
You can't do it. It's against the rules.
That's a liability that's massive. And it wasn't me that fired her. The institution automatically did that.
No, I get it. And she took it pretty well.
Before Jeff
She was great, by the way. Selma, she was fantastic. Yeah. I would stand behind her in any job she ever wanted to do. She is a very talented woman.
Bong hit Eric. You're on
I got to ask one. Before Jeff Conaway, did you ever think there was anybody who was untreatable?
Sure, there are untreatable situations where it feels untreatable. But I got to tell you, Robin, that the thing that I've learned over the years is there are people that I just think, dead. Bob Forrest, the guy that I work with, he's one of these guys. I signed him up. This guy's dead. He can't be in my life anymore. He's dead. And he shows up 10 years later, Bob Forrest, the sober guy. And so you see those things, and you sort of.
Would you take Jeff Conway again? Would you take him?
Oh, sure.
In other words, you don't get frustrated.
I get frustrated, but I don't give up.
You don't give up.
And I still, they're sick. They
bong hit Eric, who is doing a bong right now.
I heard it. Yeah, I heard it.
Yes. Go ahead, Eric.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Do you want to finish your hit?
No, that's okay. I just finished it, actually. Thank you. I just had a couple of questions. In terms of pot, is it physically or mentally addictive? And is there any way that I could...
Is pot addictive? Should someone go into rehab if they're...
Let me just say, there's no such thing as mentally addictive. Things are either addictive or they are not. And when they're addictive, we know there's a biology that's triggered in a part of the brain called the mesolimbic reward system, where your drive systems become altered outside of your...
Give me the bottom line. Is pot addictive?
Absolutely. Not to everybody, though. You don't like it, right? I don't like it either.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it was not addictive to you.
What's not addictive? You know what I'm saying?
No. Listen, pot's not addictive to you.
Has anyone ever come to you because they're addicted to coffee?
No, people worry about that because they drink a lot of it. So do I.
Does anyone come to you because they're addicted to cigarettes?
I do work in that a little bit, but I don't treat that as a separate thing. I just work a little bit in it. But listen,
treat me, doctor?
I can't. Listen, cannabis addiction is one of the most significant things we treat today. It's very common, but cannabis, strangely, doesn't addict everybody. There's certain people.
Would it be significant enough to possibly be on the TV show?
He's trying to get a gig on.
This is how they get paid too.
Yeah. Well, this is how most of them come in, right? And then we
go ahead, Nick. You're on in Lake Tahoe.
Hey, thanks.
And by the way, I just want to add one thing. Pot is definitely addictive. I know guys who smoke like 15 joints a day.
Yeah.
And they even tell me, I quit smoking cigarettes. I go, you're smoking pot. Yeah. And they're completely wasted all day. And they can barely function and get stuff done.
That's right.
Go ahead, Nick.
Thanks, Howard. I like to smoke a lot of pot myself, too.
Good times.
Yes, Dr. Drew.
Hey, by the way, hang on a second. People want me to be the guy that bums people's high. I'm not that guy.
Right.
You guys want to get high? Enjoy. Abundanza. Have a good time.
Do whatever you have to do.
Do whatever you want to do. But if you need help, I can tell you where it's going if you're doing certain things. And when you're ready for me to help you, I'm here.
Are there really drugs that you get hooked on after one use? They always say if you try heroin once, you'll get hooked.
You know what? Some people get that. Some people get that from speed. Some people get that from pot.
Right.
Pot's a boom. Now, when they get this, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. That's all they can think about.
But they told us as kids, if you try certain drugs once, you're going to be addicted.
It's pretty rare.
It's rare. Okay, go ahead.
Well, thanks, Howard. I live in California, and so I have a prescription. So it's all
every patient I treat now has a cannabis prescription.
Right. So pot is legal. So pot is legal
effectively.
In California.
And what I hate about that is they're using my profession as a way of perpetrating this.
Well, like Snoop Dogg was here, and he talks about the tremendous pot he smokes, and he says he has a prescription now because he has migraines.
Why not? That's what they want to do.
So pot's legal in California.
Effectively.
Isn't that crazy?
My profession perpetrates this. Makes me insane.
But why can't it be legal everywhere?
I'm with you, though, Howard. I just find it odd, though, when you walk down Venice Beach, every other store
has a bong.
Is a cannabis store.
Yeah. They were trying to crack down on it, and then they're not. And
by the way, I had an argument with someone the other day, and I happen to agree that there's no way that you don't get sexually attracted to some of your patients. I know you say you don't.
Me?
And
when you have a sexual response, it tells you something about the interaction. Right. When you're with a patient, your bodily based experiences are things that have to be interpreted. You never ever violate the boundary. I mean, if you're having
you wouldn't have sex with Amber, but I bet you were attracted to her.
But you're having those experiences; they're triggering something in you, and you have to learn to maintain those boundaries. And they may.
Did you have a reaction to Carrie Ann? Did you want to put her over your knee and spank her?
Yeah, I probably did not about putting her on my knee and spanking her, but doing what Selma did, I probably felt like a few times.
All right. That was Rick's question, by the way. Rick, I'm sorry I didn't get to you in Pittsburgh. Nick, go ahead.
Thanks, Howard. Hey, Dr. Drew, speaking of Tiger Woods, what do you think of that new sex tape that he came out with? And could you help Ryan O'Neal if he was out of jail, if you had him in your...
You mean right on
Redmond?
Redmond.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Redmond
he'd be good for the show.
Jail and relapsed, didn't he? That's what I heard.
Yes,
he'd be good for the show. We got to get him on.
Yeah.
Let's address Tiger Woods, sex addict for sure. Ruined his life because he You couldn't even possibly physically want that much sex. It's more of a psychological need.
Yeah, and you wonder, when he crashed the car, they found Vicodin and benzodiazepine, like Ambien-type drugs. So and he had a knee surgery recently. You wonder if some drugs got really escalated things.
He'd be the catch of the century to have on Celebrity Rehab, right?
Oh yeah. But
we would love to get him on
But
there.
What a circus.
But what about
what do you mean, what
the
is
whole
circus?
attitude where he was, keeping these relationships going with these women
Yeah,
through
I know.
text
It's sad.
and-
I know. It's
Yeah,
just,
it was crazy.
That's real sex addiction.
That's the love addiction part,
Uh-huh.
where you get enmeshed with them and you can't let go of them and stuff.
You're right. He didn't only want sex from these
He
women.
wanted the relationship.
He
the
wanted
love stuff.
adoration. He wanted them to be faithful. He got upset when the girls weren't faithful to him.
Right,
The
he's
matter
gotta
he got.
have them.
Yeah, he wants the wife. He wants the girls. He wants them to love him.
Yeah.
Sad.
It's sad. It's
Yeah,
sad. That's
wrecked
right.
his life.
Wrecked his life.
Vagina will wreck your life, guys. I try to tell you that.
You guys heard about the sex tape now?
No, I didn't hear about this.
That was yesterday that they say there's some sex tape that I think the guy from Vivid Video has seen about 15 seconds of, and they're trying to verify whether it's Tiger Woods or not.
Well, okay, guess what? The guy's having sex with these women. Next.
Right. Yeah. Let's move. Oh, you don't like this. You want to move on.
No, I mean, what sex tape, whatever.
Who cares?
Who cares?
You don't want to see. You don't want to see Tiger Woods' penis.
No, I don't want to.
As a doctor, you've seen tons of penis.
Tons of penis.
You've had it with penis.
Had it with penis.
Yeah. Do you ever see a guy who walks in with an unusually large penis? Is it crazy? I mean, what's the largest you've ever seen in your practice? I mean, have you ever seen like 12 inches?
No, I don't. Nothing ever stood out, so to speak.
When you see a guy, be honest with me, because this is my worst fear. When I go to my doctor every year, he has to examine my penis and balls.
Yeah.
I know I'm small. And I'm embarrassed. You make a value judgment. I mean, you say, "Good Lord, look at this." I mean, when you see a guy with almost no dick, what do you say to yourself? Be honest. I want to know the truth.
It's
Stop
like
being dishonest.
No, I'm not. I'm really diligently trying to be super honest with you. And when you're with you're caring about that person.
Stop it. No, you're also a man. You're also a human being.
No, right.
You have to look at the. Like I would go, oh my God, this guy has like no penis.
Are you always what Howard is saying, this whole well-rounded guy, or do you ever become just a guy?
Like, do you ever sort of giggle afterwards?
But when
and say, oh my goodness, that guy's got no dick.
I could hardly get through that exam.
When we were residents, we would blow off steam like that.
Right.
But not as
when you were in medical
while,
school and there were cadavers, would you look at the penis and go, look at this guy, he's got no penis?
I don't remember doing that. We dissected the penis and everything else. So.
Are blacks always substantially larger?
Oh, stop it.
I'm being serious.
Robin,
why not? This is a guy who sees, are blacks always substantially larger? Is the myth true?
Always no.
Do you have any black patients?
Sure.
Not many. How many do you have?
I can't even enumerate them. I got a few, yeah.
About 2?
No. Well, sorry.
Where are you, Beverly? Where?
I'm Pasadena.
Pasadena. There's no black people there, is there?
Of course there is.
There are?
Yes, a big African.
Fully black people living in Pasadena.
Yes, huge African American.
I don't believe it. I'd like to know how many black patients you have.
I don't enumerate them, but I do. Several are coming to mind.
And now, in your mind, most of the male patients are well endowed who are black.
It's hard for me to remember that. I'm
That's
not making
insane.
note of that.
I would make that would be the first thing I'd make a note of.
No.
Of course I would.
Well, you'd be a different kind of doctor.
Yeah.
It's not that.
First of all, don't you, when you look at a guy and he's naked, don't you say, he's bigger than me, he's smaller than me?
No, I honestly, Howard, it's almost confusing to me to. That's why I can't call up any memories of it because it doesn't.
I think this is you being the radio doctor. I think off the air you'd say, listen.
No.
These black guys got a cock the size of a.
I've been a doctor I've been a doctor 20 years. You know what I mean? And so maybe when I was a resident or something, it would. If you'd asked me then at that stage of my career, maybe.
But if you see an unusually small microphallus, you're going to say,
you make note. You go, huh?
Yeah, but whoa.
Yeah. Thankfully, I haven't come across that lately. So maybe that's why I'm not remembering anything. Nothing has sort of struck me.
All right. Would you look at my penis now and tell me if I'm normal?
If you like me to, Howard, whatever you need. I don't have a license in this state, so it could go down a little differently. It might be interpreted.
All right, one last question for Dr. Drew. There's a big season coming up. What I love about it is these new episodes come right after another. In other words, usually with a TV show, you have to wait a couple of months before a new one comes on.
Uh-huh.
They just finished Celebrity Sex Rehab, and now I'm right into. I like this franchise.
Two quick things. I think the first episode is actually up on VH1.com. I think you actually see the first episode. Also, a really quick thing. I'm working with some guys that invented this. What's something called an RX locker. It's a way of locking your medicines up.
Gary's buying into this.
Yeah,
did you hear about this?
It's a device that you can lock. At least make the statement to your kids who are abusing prescription drugs like crazy, because they're free in the medicine cabinet. It's a little locker. You put your meds in. It has a lock on it. So at least
Drew invented a thing called RX Locker. So in your medicine cabinet, when you have kids,
you can lock up the good stuff.
They look like little garbage pails with big locks on them.
Yeah, yeah.
And Gary goes, I'm putting this in my house. Dr. Drew just gave me RX Locker.
Is Gary here? He said his. He
and I
told
go,
us some things.
Gary, I said, what is with you? I said, what are you up to over there?
Yeah, really.
He has some experiences. He'll have to tell you.
He says, I have a few Oxycontin in my house. I don't want the kids getting a hold of them.
See?
Yeah, product works. Go to drdrew.com for that. One last question.
There he is.
I don't know. You're always you're monitoring your kids' internet.
Hey, I said, listen, my brother said that, in the 60s, he said, listen, my mom had her issues and stuff. He said the best shit he got, LSD, no matter what, the best shit he got was out of my mother's medicine chest.
Right?
So,
and then now we have stuff that's 10 times worse.
But your mother had like 50 bottles.
Yeah.
No, but listen, we got stuff that's so bad now that the kids are using it.
Dr. Drew, how do kids get hooked on heroin? What's a way that
if a kid wants to get into drugs, though, they're going to get it.
No, I got you, but why make it so... my kids don't even do anything wrong, but I'm saying, why... You know how we were when we were kids. Why?
So you're going to do the RX Locker in the house?
Yeah, because I want my Oxycontin for when I need it.
All right. You don't want to compete with your kids for Oxycontin.
No, but it's like, why leave it out there? I thought it was a great idea. I have a bunch of other medicine, too, that's not even bad, but I'll just throw it all in there.
Does it lock with a key?
Yeah, it's like
a combination.
A combination.
It's simple.
I would just steal the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. I know.
Break it open.
The truth, it looks like you could break the whole thing up with a hammer.
but you probably could. But you're saying.
But it lets you know that.
Yeah.
But people get hooked on. Kids get hooked on heroin now by stealing their parents' Oxycontin.
They get on opiates now. They prefer.
Gary used to like have a secret password where he could watch what his kids were watching on the computer.
Hold on, I monitored my kids on the internet. Dr. Drew, is that crazy?
Yeah, no, you got to do that.
Exactly.
But he wouldn't tell the kids.
No, why?
You have to tell your kids you're spying on them.
You don't have to tell them. No, you don't have to tell them anything.
Really?
Why?
I don't know.
Well,
I
if
think
they're adults, it's wrong. But when they're kids,
my mother was spying on me all the time. I couldn't take it.
I always thought it was wrong to read the diary and stuff.
Diary
like that.
is a different thing.
Really?
Yeah. They need to have a place that they can express themselves confidentially. I agree with that.
All right, Rob, you're on the air with Dr. Drew. Come on, let's get one last question before we run out of time.
Hey now. Hey, Dr. Drew, real quick. You're checking this dude's prostate. You ever make any of them come?
Is it possible have you made a guy come from...
I've not. But that's a great question. I had in medical school, a friend of mine had that happen to her when she was prepping a guy for a catheter.
He blew a load?
Yeah.
Did she still go ahead
and put the catheter in?
Was she super hot?
You got to do it.
You mean she's like, when you say prep a guy for a catheter?
Like using the iodine swab and stuff.
Right. So she has to handle the penis and I guess manipulate it to some degree. Yeah. He got hard and he came.
Yeah.
If that happened to you, would you charge a guy extra?
No.
I would.
Does that make it easier or harder to put the catheter in?
Guy starts moaning. It'd be really creepy. Well, Dr. Drew, you are delightful.
Thank you.
I love what you're doing on television.
Thank you.
I'm your biggest fan.
I appreciate
it. And I don't say that in any kind of sarcastic way. I mean it.
I appreciate it.
These shows are fantastic.
I hope they change our culture.
I don't even care if they change the culture. I just enjoy watching these.
But I tell you, that's part of fighting that fight. Is you got to be entertaining or people don't watch.
You give me Dennis Rodman, Tom Sizemore, Heidi Fleiss.
I have to say, that lineup will make me tune in.
Yep, Mackenzie Phillips.
And you know one of the interesting things? You're right, Robin. And what's going to be interesting about this is everyone's going to come with all kinds of pre-existing ideas about who these people are, and you're going to fall in love with these guys.
How is it that the celebrities never have sex with one another, or do they? And you guys
no,
hide
they
that?
don't. I mean, we had that one thing with Daniel Baldwin where it started going that way because we're on it. We're on top of them. It's a
Daniel seemed to be somewhat attractive to Mary Carey, the porn star. How's she doing? Is she?
She's okay. I communicate with her a bit. She has periods where she really gets sober and gets with it, and then she fades out. And she's doing better, I think, overall.
All right. See Dr. Drew on this season. We are very excited about Celebrity Rehab 3, one of my top 5 shows.
Thank you.
And Dr. Drew's RX Lockers, which Gary's in the middle of locking up his Oxycontin from the kids. It's available at rxlocker.com and drdrew.com. Dr. Drew, it is always good seeing you.
Howard.
Artie not here today, but I know he sends his regards.
Please, thank you.
All right.
And tell him I send my best wishes. I really have come to have a deep affection for old Artie.
Yes, as we all do. And we will also remind people that Dr. Drew was the first one to uncover Robin's unusually large narcissism
score. We were just healing. We were
just healing. We were nowhere near healing.
Robin's nowhere near
just healing. And not healed to get here.
And Dr. Drew wrote an excellent book profiling Robin's extreme narcissism.
Yeah, he's been very good to me, I'll tell you that. That I'm not on one of these shows now with his treatment of me is a testament to my abilities to stay clean and sober.
I hate to disagree with you, but I happen to think think he did you some good. I think he knocked you down a few levels. I think you're like a 32 now. I think
he may have increased her score.
And so watch Celebrity Rehab 3.
I still say that this was a setup.
All right, listen, Dr. Drew, you've said enough.
Yes.
You're going to go on a big promotional tour. Where else are you going?
Today Show.
Today Show?
Going there, yeah.
Oh, that's a
Try
big
not
deal.
to mention me and my score.
I promise I won't.
Who's doing the big interview?
I did one before I got here. They wanted to talk about Casey Johnson, and they could please come in. I did Loveline until 3 in the morning, you know, and then I came in there, and I'm going to go do Celebrity Rehab after.
So wouldn't you think growing up rich would be the greatest thing in the world? It turns out maybe it's not so great. These kids all wig out, these rich kids.
One thing I can tell you, one thing I noticed working in a psychiatric hospital all these years, is that the very rich and the very poor have more in common with one another than the rest of us.
Yeah, I'd rather be very rich, though.
Yeah, all things being equal, it's better.
Why not?
But they end up, from the standpoint of the health care they get, the mental health issues they get, much more alike than what happens to the rest of us.
Yeah, she would have been good on Celebrity Rehab, but unfortunately we lost
Evidently.
her. All right. Thanks, Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew.
Yes.
How'd it go today?
It went good. I mean, you know, it's one less adversary with Artie not in the studio. So,
Yeah.
you know, Howard is always so kind to me, and I am very appreciative early on.
Now, you come on to talk about your show and some serious matters, and then is it hard to keep things serious with Howard?
You know, I always know no matter what, Howard's going to go somewhere uncomfortable. No matter what, he's going to ask me an uncomfortable question. So I've sort of learned to be prepared for that, and he's a genius at doing it. Taking you to a place, and because I've tried to be fastidiously honest, I'm either going to answer honestly or I'm not going to answer. And he let me off the hook a couple times, say thank God. So I appreciate that too.
He seemed interested with your practice and giving guys like prostate exams.
Well, that's all stuff I can talk about because we're not talking about specific people. But he wanted to know about my own personal, life and my youth, my sex life and stuff. I was like, it's a little weird to talk about.
But you had a good time today, though, right?
I did, and I really do appreciate. I enjoy talking with him. I've been doing radio for so long that when you're in there with somebody, this is going to sound silly, but when you're in someone who really knows how to do radio, it is such a pleasure. It is just such a pleasure.
Makes things easier, right?
It's almost like if you're a musician and you're in an orchestra with other people that really know what they're doing. It's just a real pleasure.
Now, at the end, Gary was saying